All right, here we go, guys. Otherwise, we'll get lost in yet another subject. All right, welcome to Nycos D&D. This is Whispers in the Mist. The episode today is Dark Time, Light Time. Of course, there's more to that poem, but we'll have to figure that out later on. Before we get going, I'm going to have my players introduce themselves. We do have a visitor slash guest appearing. He's not playing Sir Not Appearing in this film, so he will be playing. We don't know what yet, but we will figure that out as we go.
Still working on it.
And we'll do our stories so far here in a moment. But first, give your character name, class, race, and what do you think happened to the windswept? Now that you've seen what you've seen on this coastline. I'll start going to my left with Miran. Please give us your character name, class, race, and
so I play Teyunamid. He is a Dayan drunken master monk
with a sordid past.
With a sordid past, yes. I think we're just trotting through the. I think there's some residual of the windswept.
Yeah, but what do you think happened to it?
No, this is the windswept. The other one's Everlasting Joy. Everjoy.
So I think
I'll never forget the name because somebody at this table actually did one of the major contributions to Nycos, which is pretty common actually.
Named a ship.
Players remember something better than I remember it, and that new memory is the one we go with.
Right or wrong.
I'll one day tell you about the poem I found. I actually have it over here. I'll pass it around. This actually was written as a lie. My players decided that they wanted to convince a king to let them go rather than question them too deeply, so they created a fiction that was better than my fact, and the world changed.
Here, take that.
That way you can read that whenever you want. So, in the meantime, so what do you think happened to the windswept?
Yeah, I think it went through the storm, and I think that we're at a different time. I don't necessarily because it seems like the mechanisms are still working, but I think the windswept has just been stuck here. I don't think it's actually destroyed because we heard the music, so there's still stuff kicking around.
So just so you know, the first symptom is always denial.
I'm Jean. I play Tiara Sunfire, a Divine Soul Sorcerer.
We came to save it.
Well,
I didn't know.
Honestly, we went into a time storm. We were looking for it. It was called the Maelstrom, but...
No, you were asking for it.
We were asking. Yeah, well, we drove right up to it, and all of a sudden, somebody cast a spell, and the next thing we know, we were...
No, we destroyed that crystal.
Just literally sucked into it.
You broke a crystal, right?
We broke a crystal and shot us into this thing.
Yeah.
And you had to remember that, didn't you?
I didn't. He broke it.
It wasn't me.
Oh, the Egglith?
Egglith broke it.
Egglith broke it.
Didn't make his roll.
I think it got caught up in the storm and either couldn't survive the storm or there was something over here that brought it the rest of the way down, and she's not sure. Because I remember that there was a dragon that went in ahead of time that was wounded. That's what the Primus told us, Mm-hmm. And that they were going after it to heal it before it turned.
Okay. So,
now,
do I have everybody's models?
Yes. Now,
I'm going to do something odd, guys. We're actually going to play with models on the board. I know that's shocking.
I was in amongst the
every
trees.
game.
He brought them every time, and 40% of the time I actually have stuff set up, and then we talk about it and we go completely someplace else. But this time, by golly, we landed on the coastline, and I wrecked your ship, so there's no place else you can go. So by golly, we are going to visit the wreckage.
Just turn around and swim.
She's very sad about the ship. The loss of it.
I didn't ask that. I just asked what you think happened. You think it got stuck?
It got.
And that you're not in the right time because obviously it can't be wrecked because he also denied.
Well, I'm not.
I just don't know.
I don't know where we are.
I'm just making a joke.
I feel like he's the one that would be most bummed. if they ship
Well,
us.
actually, what's really funny is that when I talked to him, he's going to a sporting event with an ovoid football thing. They can't call it a Super Bowl game or anything like that. You can't link those words in any way, but that's where he had to go. He called it a family function.
Family
I'm
function,
going,
yes.
you're a liar. You went to a game party. Come on. Admit it. But so his character, in effect, goes, look at all this wreckage. I need to see whether we have any supplies. So he's going to spend
On the coast.
staying on the coastline, pulling together what he can of the wreckage. So at least somebody's looking at what could happen to get us off this damn rock, if that ends up being the case. Okay.
Lucius Kane, Human Ranger, and I think the Windswept got second to the Maelstrom and crashed.
Or became the Maelstrom, because there was no Maelstrom before it came.
No,
But then the
description
mission-
was that it disappeared into a storm.
Disappeared into a storm.
Something had already caused a storm.
It's the Fellstone.
That's what you were told. Alrighty, so
Correct.
with that, just one second here.
And look under Druid in the second one. This one.
I got the.
Yeah, and then it might be a
Everything,
type, different type. You like better.
Also, I'm formally this week starting to let the players know that they have, the viewers know that if they want to play, all they simply have to do is to shout out, and we'll give them an NPC in the story as well.
You didn't get to introduce yourself.
He just did.
You did? Did I totally miss it?
You totally were not listening.
Okay.
Way to go, Gene. You're learning from other players' bad habits.
Bad habit.
Sorry.
Can I use your
Can you? What? Do you think I have a player's handbook? Do I have one of those?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got one.
I was thinking. There we go.
Thank you.
Mine's all marked up, so you should be able to find whatever you're looking for.
Just need to see what the.
Some are marked by race and class, some are by.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a reprint, Ghosts of Salt Mars.
I like that.
Yes, well, and they've linked together Dunwater and all the other sub-stories to make one campaign. That's set up to go like 7 levels. The Dragon one takes you to 15th, just like the Paizo products used to do,
Okay.
like Shackle City. Matter
I
of
just realized-
fact, my parent. Here's the really funny part. I have this world mapped out. Did you show him a copy of the map
Yes,
just so you
I
can see
did.
how big it is? Okay, so literally, there's something going on in every house.
Well, every
I know
house is 49 miles.
Oh, wow. That's
their party in making it to Paragon, making it 20th level, never went beyond 49 miles of their home location.
Wow.
True.
And I think we've gone like everywhere here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
passed
ca-
through. You passed through about 7 or
Yeah.
10.
We got kidnapped for most of it.
Oh, yeah.
no, he was putting the southern route. He's
Oh,
talking about
okay.
the brother you actually went, not the one that Bob took you.
We
Because
were-
Bob only took you 2 hexes away.
We're right in here,
Which
and
is
we
really
could
kind of
travel all
important
this
just to remember
way.
that
Oh,
Craig,
wow.
On a
that
ship.
I
Craig-
thought we did
On
2
a
weeks
ship.
of travel.
That
We only
49 miles.
But we were in an airship, I thought.
Traveling
No.
on the winds.
Oh, okay. I was just like,
Even with a propeller, even if you're good at tacking, making 49 miles in a week is fairly reasonable when you're crossing through mountains. You're not going in a straight line. So
The standard traveling day for a wagon train is 12 to 15 miles.
right, airship is usually twice.
And less if you had to cross rivers or go up mountains. It could take you the whole day to cross a river. It could cost you days of getting wagons up the mountain with animals. Then if they couldn't get up, and they hauled them up and hauled the animals up, which they have done. The Donner Party had to do it.
But only one way.
Only one way. And not forever.
I think that was one of the best
Someone
horror.
was-
They had one of those little contests of put up 4 words and create a horror story. And one of my favorites of that says they ate the horses. That's okay. Now it's going to get real interesting. Alrighty. So the story currently is well, as of yesterday, you were in the storm. It wrecked the ship. You guys woke up, basically drifted up on the shoreline. You had manned the boats and tried to abandon the vessel during the storm, but even the longboats didn't make it. So there's no visible means to get off of this space. Now, whether or not this is an island or a continent or whatever is not known. But just from an external independent assay, you guys have determined that the wreckage or the structures ahead of you, which are only partial, it looks like some interior walls and bulwarks of a monstrous vessel. But you're making the assumption at this point that it might be the Windswept because of its massive size.
Yeah, because we
Does
remember.
anybody have any engineering or navigation background? Darn! I guess it's too late that we let him go collect gear.
Uh,
I'm a natural explorer.
You're a natural explorer. I'll give it to you. Go ahead and roll
Coast.
roll a insight check. I know that insight is usually dealing with people's personalities, but I want it to be a matter of realizing a change in perspective.
9.
9. Nope, you don't notice anything. Never mind.
Well, I was going to pick the observant one that we talked about.
Okay, so observation?
Yeah, the one where I can read lips and do all that fancy stuff.
Yeah, that's observation.
Yeah, so that's what I was.
Alertness.
Alertness. That was.
Yeah.
So would that count? Or
Yeah, that would.
So roll.
Sure.
Roll well. we
Against
need
the
it.
alertness, which is going to be wisdom based, right?
Yeah. 16. Or
Yeah. The width of the wreckage is too narrow, and the line, the length of the vessel, is too small to be the Windswept.
The ship that went in afterwards. But then why are the Elven Grove here?
so I convey that to them, and I just to test the situation, I shout "windswept" again to see if I can get a read on where the music's coming from.
Okay. So when you shout it, there is a rise in the speed of the local wind just for a second, almost like. Okay, so echoes work because the rock faces are sharp and the sound will bounce, right?
Mhm.
But trees are the dampening to echoes. It's almost like the trees are trying to silence you. So as you shout, there's just whoosh.
So did anybody else
Notice that.
notice that? That the trees are like
A notice roll? A perception
seem
roll?
sentient to a certain extent.
Well, actually, the trees were very special. They'd have to be able to sing and fly
There's
in the
the
sky.
normal chatter of birds and
Well, we had birds, remember?
Yeah, no, but he's asking.
oh,
He's asking.
like is it
Well,
Is this a natural area? He's wanting to know whether it's
or is
really
it really
natural.
quiet?
Yeah, no, it's not preternaturally quiet. As a matter of fact, like I said, you heard the breeze. You would hear some animal calls. And
Was-
the
did it-
creaks
what did
and
he-
croaks of.
What happened last week when our paladin did the sense for the needle before we signed up?
I
Did we get anything, or did we sign
think
up?
he did sense.
He did
Yeah,
sense
he
good
did.
and evil, and got generally a sense of good from the form.
Good. Okay, I just wanted to remember if it was good.
But remember, that's
That's on
only
point.
got a range of 60 feet.
Okay.
So only basically what you can see.
remember, there's a ship that went in after it. That wasn't.
Now,
oh,
there have been hundreds of ships that have gone.
Our ship technically went in after.
Your ship after it as well.
Yeah, but it wasn't this large. Our ship was
I'm gonna go ahead and
probably
And,
80
but you
feet.
have not heard of any vessel this large, and this is clearly of Eldrin design as well, because of the wood being the music of the same musical nature.
Well, I can't. Tiara can't help it. She goes over to the trees and she hums to them, and then she sings to them quietly. First, kind of sadness that they're here so far from their people, and then glad that they are here and living on Nycos.
And all of a sudden, we have a Snow White moment as little birds start landing on her shoulders and pulling strands of her flowing hair.
Tay is just standing back, just like
For real?
shaking his head.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
Tay, I look at Lucius and I say, hey,
You think anything weird about that?
does anybody else like
That's really funny. Did anybody else hear that? Does anybody else see this? You're like, I need a drink.
well because birds are like new.
Okay, so for clarification, yes and no.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like our memory of birds are new.
But the memory is working itself backwards into your brain like an earworm.
But
So-
they've always been.
They've
here.
always been here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're all.
But it's like
I ignore
you
that.
know,
I'm like, no.
Why can you go? Oh,
and I'm like,
I'm
and
gonna
I
go
look at,
there.
and
He's like, no, I get it.
and I look at Lucius, and I lift his crossbow hand just ever so gently, and I'm like,
BP!
just,
The whole time you've been told, don't shoot. And now you're like, bring it up.
I'm like, just be safe.
Bring it up.
I was like, sentient stuff that we could talk to, I'm cool with, but we're talking to trees and birds now, man. We gotta be wary.
I'm gonna go ahead and move ahead of the group
Okay.
so that Tiara
Okay,
is not.
so for
in my range.
clarification, the terrain, we're going to play it basically as you see it. Movement rate on this board, just so you know, is roughly 6 inches. What happened to the little tiny ruler? The length of the stick. So,
Probably, yeah, just ahead of the group.
are we going scouting?
he just starts walking off ahead of you.
Okay.
He's like,
Shout,
right nudging you.
shout if you need anything.
More-
Okay.
I'm
more-
just moving up ahead of
I
the
know you're the
group.
strong silent type.
More than likely, he would have done like the shrug to like follow me kind of maneuver as he moves.
I'll follow too.
So I'm just moving up ahead, and I'm gonna use so she doesn't have
So
interference.
she won't interfere with your
do my
signal.
primal awareness.
Primal, okay. Primal allows you to sense what 3 things?
Actually, let's see.
I'm
For
gonna
1
move
minute per
behind
level, the
him.
spell slot you expand can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within
Just
1
in
mile
case.
of you.
Fiends.
So that's within a mile. I could sense aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, and undead, and then for 6 miles, fiends because of my favorite enemy.
Your favorite enemy. Okay. The good news is there are no fiends within 6
Okay.
miles. There are aberrations within a mile. But in an unknown forest, there's probably all kinds of things that would qualify as an aberration. Because remember, beasts don't. So natural things don't. But many of the monster types fall into aberration just because they don't have an origin that is natural.
Okay. No fae
Oh, yeah, Faye.
and fae.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a sense of
As a matter of fact,
crossing
the
Fey
soil
wall.
you're standing on feels. It emanates Faye all around you.
In Nycos, fae, is it similar to baseline D&D where it's like Sylvain, that type of creature?
Yeah, that's why. That's
Okay.
why
I
the
was
flower,
making
the flower, the birds landing on
That's
her.
what my thoughts
Yeah, that was
were.
exactly.
I was like,
yes.
yeah, it's a little too fairy like.
And not a
It's clearly been affected by something other. I'll just put it that way, since now other has a specific definition of being mortal. But in this case, you're feeling.
Would you like a pencil, Pedro?
I lost my pencil.
Scalpel.
I don't see it.
You go into one of your books.
Mine does.
Here, there's pencils right in there.
I'll tell the group, we must tread carefully. I do get a sense of something unnatural. And these
Yeah.
animals are acting
Now, to give
peculiar, but
to give a little bit broader explanation, yeah,
I don't want to say aberrations, but
right. You don't want to tell them about that. You forget. ROUSs, rooms of unusual size. I don't believe they exist. To give a broader description, the shoreline leads inland to a short mountain range. You can see 2 or 3 higher peaks, but there's this sense that the space you're on is not. It might be an island because the slopes and everything of the terrain ahead of you look very forest-like you'd expect, but it doesn't have the elongated mountain ranges that you know or would be familiar with from the southern coast of
What?
the southern coast of
No, it's all good.
Yardland, which is the continent you were on.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, so I just
What's that?
the things like
The feats?
The feats, yeah.
You just look under the word feats.
Oh, it's an actual separate. I wouldn't find it in the monks area.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, it would be separate.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, the only thing you'd find in the monks section would be when you get them.
Okay,
But it would actually not be under monk, it would be under character class,
Okay.
because that's for everybody.
that's my bad.
No problem.
50 D6s in there. How come I
Now
can't
see,
find-
okay, so here's a little bit of, maybe you would call it abuse when my son was wanting to play when he was 11, because I played when I was 11. I wouldn't let him play until he'd read the entire player's handbook cover to cover.
Roll a 7.
So you should feel privileged to get to play without having the same requirements.
My bad.
No, I'm just teasing.
I got you.
7.
Let's see.
Okay.
What was that? Lowest, drop the lowest. 4d6 and drop the lowest.
Or you can point by or whatever, but if you're not familiar with point by, don't worry about it.
Not for 5th edition.
Well, there's actually a section of Player's Handbook that tells you how. It doesn't matter to me. Four dice and discard is the most common, and place them in any order you want. Yeah. Anyway, the quick end of that story about the poem. They had a bard in the party, and the bard says, "I want to sing our tales to the king to tell him what really happened." Because I want him to not. He didn't say this to me, but what he was hoping is that way he would fool the king into thinking that he had bigger fish to fry, that there was an army marching on his kingdom, and that he could therefore just ignore this little party of adventurers because this was nothing compared to what was coming. They had actually not run into any bad guys at all, other than one pilgrim that ended up being some form of insectoid assassin.
Okay.
Because my version of the story was that the incursion was secret, that they were just going to infiltrate little over time.
Okay. Makes sense.
But that poem is so awesome.
It is. And in my head, I was getting a song.
Right.
It lends itself perfectly.
He wrote it to the lyrical form. So when he got done, I actually had a tear running down my cheek as I turned to him and said, "Unfortunately, guys, what was a fiction is now fact."
Oh.
And they go, "No! No! No!" I said, "Yes, you can hear the drums from the distance." "No! They're not there! They are now! No!" So that group became known as the Dogs of War, and they decided that their lifelong goal was to find anybody in my world that had a plan and destroy it.
Oh, God.
Not change it, obliterate
Just
it.
wreck it.
So they went around after that just terrorizing nations. They'd go in and they'd find somebody that was going to underwrite it, to pay for it.
Okay.
But then they would once they had a contract, destroy whatever the plan was of that person, and then obliterate the guy who had given them the money, so there was no record that that's where they got the money from.
Wow.
So they were.
Devious. I love it.
Using your map as a notepad? Okay.
Are you passing notes? And I don't
That's what I was. Fine.
Yeah,
It was a
no.
question. I'm just asking
Oh.
what's passive perception and because you guys are talking passive perception and intelligence.
Okay, so passive perception is not anything that you guys actually ever roll.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I will sometimes, like for example, in this case, as we're walking through the forest, I need to know what everybody's passive is, because we're walking past a bunch of really weird and odd things. I want to see if anybody notices.
Okay.
So I just need to know what your passive is.
I want to know if anybody notices the big silver thing.
No, that's not really very funny. That's actually not very funny because there have been several adventures when there have been transmission towers that the party actually came after.
Making it come true.
Oh, careful! Sorry.
What's the name of my pop gun?
We're doomed.
Does it have a name?
The boomstick?
Yeah. Oh, just boomstick.
Oh, there's my girl.
Oh, the one that you stole. That you
They're
got.
found in the water.
Yeah.
We're stealing that.
No.
Online.
Trying to get up that life,
I
man.
did, you know, sorcery.
You never
and stuff like
technically
that.
stole stuff. People just
Oh,
signed
and
agreements and
magic
then
users
put money
don't
into your
play.
accounts. So there's no big
Yeah,
deal.
there you go.
Really?
I
Okay.
apparently have a breastplate.
So he did that.
What was your passive?
But it's +5.
No, what is your passive?
Passive.
The
It's
plus
down
5 is
here.
added to your
Oh.
wisdom.
So my wisdom is 16, so it's +3, and then I get a
So plus 3 plus 5. Therefore, your passive perception is what?
8.
No.
You okay?
It
I know
should
mine
be
is 15.
10 plus.
10 plus 8.
10 plus
Yeah.
8. It's 8 plus your proficiency plus.
Yes, there you go.
Because your
Okay.
proficiency over time will get, actually after I think 5th level you get an extra point of proficiency. So that increases. So it's 8 plus your proficiency plus. So 8 plus 2 plus that 5.
Okay.
So it's 15.
15.
That's a high passive. It makes sense.
Me too. That's what I have.
Alrighty. So yeah, with 15s you will notice that the
It's your.
standing walls of the structure ahead of you seem to be petrified. Petrified wood. They're actually stone.
People?
No, the structure ahead of you
Oh,
that looks like it's the interior walls appears to be petrified wood. It's stone.
she walks along quietly so that she doesn't disturb any birds that remain. But she's with them.
Oh, no, you have basically a cloud of about 6 to 10 birds that flit up and down from the different branches to land on your shoulder and chirp in your ear and pull away with one of your hairs. And
Yeah, take it back to their nest. It'll grow again.
I venture into the.
okay, so you're gonna go ahead into the room. More than likely,
She follows.
you continue to go forward into the ruins.
Yes.
Okay. So as you get closer to that, there's a grate ahead of you on the ground. Looks like it might be an ancient porthole. It's now petrified. What they just what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay. Yeah. They noted and draw your attention to the fact that the standing wooden structures appear to be petrified. They're actually stone. So as you approach that grate in the floor there, it's a stone grate, petrified wood. The sense of the aberration becomes much stronger. He might find a monster to fight now.
Oh, at least
He's a
I-
monster hunter. How many levels have you got?
I think just one.
And how many what level are you?
I'm level 4.
Yeah, it says it. What
Just-
level are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly how many monsters have you fought so far? Actually shot?
Couple.
Monsters.
No.
Don't count the shark. Shark wasn't a monster.
No.
No, shut
Well,
up.
Bob,
You shot Bob.
what we thought, the squid thing in the water, which we thought was a.
Oh, the
aboleth.
aboleth. Yeah. It
It-
might have been aboleth. Yeah.
And then,
And a lot of stuff
That's it.
wasn't a monster.
well, tempted to shoot
He thought about shooting
He
me.
splash
at
splash-
one time.
He splashed Relgrim, the
Oh, yeah.
broadcaster. Oh, that's another thing to know is that every character on my world that's alive right now heard now 3 weeks ago the voice of an angel,
Oh,
including the visuals of an angel with its spread wings
Diva.
calling in an Independence Day like fashion for a unification against the other.
oh.
And the other have invaded. And so he was very careful not to say that they were
other.
humans, but it was the 300,000 civilian colonists that have descended from the generation ship. in a rather aggressive fashion. They have a sense of manifest destiny and eminent domain, so they are laying claim to the entire world regardless of everyone else.
Oh, okay.
So they're a little aggressive. They do have weapons that are weapons of mass destruction. In over 300 landings, there have been 30 uses of a weapon that does roughly 75 points of damage to every creature within a 1 mile radius.
Oh.
Until most mundane people die.
Yeah.
And animals and,
And animals.
And anything not
Livestock
level.
and-
Yeah.
Insects.
it pops all the popcorn in the fields. It's horrible.
I don't know.
How big is the grating or the grate or?
It's roughly looks like about 8 to 10 feet square
And it's pretty much pitch dark.
down below it. Yes, and the moisture from the rainfall, which is kind of weird because it's perfectly clear now, but the ground is wet as if it was under the storm yesterday. You can hear the water dripping off of the grate into the depths below. You can actually see a bit of reflection of light on a watery surface at the bottom, about 20 feet below. Point. Point. I should get my sound. I have a sound box on. Point. Point. And I can't do bird chirps, but there's birds chirping all over the place because she's not scaring them off, so she has this little flock of 6 to 10 birds that are.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that.
I can see him slack. Poor sparrow stuck to the tree branch.
Is the grate open?
No?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's an open grate.
Yeah, it's just
So you can see through it. It's roughly 8-inch squares that you can see into the dark. And you see the reflection of the grate-like image on the water down below.
Yeah, I
And you
was
see the
gonna-
shimmer as the different drops drop into it and the wake spreads.
I whisper windswift again. Windswept.
Something moves in the water below.
Yeah. Hand crossbow comes out.
Wait. It's just movement. The birds are more freaky than the...
Yeah, but you might, yeah.
No, and I tell him, I was like, be ready, but...
But no, when he approached this, his face turns to stone. I mean, he looks very determined.
Serious.
Yeah, it's like this is
He
all kind of
doesn't-
curious, but all of a sudden he looks down and gets this really grim look into his face as he loads the crossbow.
What do you sense?
Something down there, for sure.
I mean, yeah, I heard
mean-
something down there, but like, bad something down there?
Yes.
By the way, the aroma of petrichor is extreme coming from the pit. The pit. If you don't know what that word means, it's that musky smell after a rain. When water gets onto dead grass, it starts a fermentation process. It
I like
releases
that
it.
smell.
It is. It's a really nice smell, but it's really, in this case, it's really rich.
Strong.
Well, it's not pungent. It's actually, like you said, it smells good, but it's really rich.
Well, we should just stay away from this
And yeah,
grate.
I take a step back.
That's 30 feet back.
That's 30 feet
I'm
back.
just gonna go ahead.
It's 5 feet per square, so
Okay,
We'll
5
just-
feet per inch.
so
So
10 feet
We'll
back.
keep an eye on there, but we're gonna.
that's right. Come to an adventuring place where we can actually kill monsters. And as soon as we find out there might be one, let's not go there.
And then in a state, I'm like, and because I'm so frustrated at him, I was like, if we want to find, and I shout windswept again, or windswept
One,
again.
I can't swim.
Why
There's
would you-
water under there?
I'm not saying jump in. We can't even fit in the grate. I'm not saying jump in there, but I just like, dude, if we want to find out what happened to the wind, because I'm just
Well,
kind of frustrated. And
When you shout it the third time, someplace you hear the rumble of thunder.
maybe you should stop saying that.
my character says I don't want to stop saying it.
In
my head. In my- in my head.
I'm a 4-year-old.
In my head.
Where's my bed covers? Where's my pillow? Can I hide under
I'm
my
a
bed?
cautious witch hunter.
Apparently.
Is it something?
You're a hunter of which?
Can I fit through the grate?
Oh my!
No, it's 8 inches.
Okay.
But you could. It is hinged. It's just closed.
I could fly
Like,
up
I
a
can
bit and
open
Tommy, you
hover
want to die
over it and look
again?
down.
Or close to
I've already
dying?
done it
To
twice.
wait until she gets there.
I'm
You
like,
have a death wish.
there's something down there.
You guys are bickering, and the young lady with the bird starts walking towards you. Guys.
I can fly up over it and see if I can see down in it. In fact, I could throw a light down.
Oh, he's standing right next to you.
No, we're
Okay, I could
I
throw
see
a-
it. There's water.
Go ahead and move him actually up.
But I could
against
throw a
it,
light
'cause he's
down
actually-
there.
That would be a good
He was
idea.
standing
'cause
right there. looking
I was
at
gonna
you.
grab a torch till I found out there was water under there.
Oh, you come back. Okay.
So she has
So
a walking
tiara.
staff. And
Uh-huh.
so what she does is she casts light on the end of it
Uh-huh.
and then sticks it down through the grate.
Okay. So sticking it down through the grate, you see that the stone substructure continues down below. So there are supports, and there is a pile, if you will, of debris directly under the grate, like probably years and years of leaves
Stuff
and branches that
falling
have fallen through. Most disturbing amongst it. First of all, make a perception test.
Perception.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much.
Perception is +4.
You just want to get into combat, right? I haven't been in combat yet.
19.
I don't even think it's about the combat, but I think like
Oh.
if that's where
Well,
you're,
there's more of a ship to explore.
but I think if that's where you're sensing stuff, I think like that's
Bad stuff.
If we're going
But
to
I
find
mean-
anything, it's probably down
Okay,
below.
did you make the perception test?
Yeah, 19.
Okay, so laying on top of it is a human skull.
A human skull. On top of that debris is a skull. It looks human.
Well, no, I described
Oh.
it, but I just made sure that somebody could note it. You guys,
Okay.
it's like, hey, look, so you all can see it.
Yeah. Either something died or something killed, something that was up.
well, wouldn't you think?
But the grate is closed.
Wouldn't you think what if we're here looking for something, that something would be guarding it, that they wouldn't leave? Everything seems to have sentience around here. The trees are talking. The birds are
singing.
they're harmonizing.
I don't think
It's musical notes. There's no actual voice.
They're harmonizing. The birds are following our friend. I mean,
Well, she's other than this world. This place, I get a sense of this is not normal.
what about anything that we've done is normal though? We went into a maelstrom. Somebody touched a gem. We got sucked into a storm. We woke up
And
here.
that's why I didn't touch the gem.
We touched the gem. Nothing happened. It's his fault.
His fault, the guy at the coast.
Yeah, he's chilling over there. He's thinking about what he's done.
And it wasn't his fault that
Well, we
he
need to
broke
find.
this crystal.
Well, we need to find out if this is what we're looking. If this is the windswept.
I don't think this is a windswept. I already told you. This is too small. From the stories we've heard, it's too small.
Well, you
both
remember the
length
big
and width.
ones? The kite? I mean, it was 900
He's going, but I don't think about things in terms of scale. It was big. It was really big.
No.
And this is really big.
It was, what, 900 paces long? 300
Yeah.
paces long. 900 paces.
It looks similar.
300 paces.
300
900
paces.
feet.
Okay,
We should be
300
cautious.
paces long. How's 900 feet?
Can
Because
I-
if you were walking, you take a while.
Can I investigate another way to get into this structure without jumping down the grate? Like if I see another like entryway, or is this the only one?
Well, from here, you look. You see any other grates or anything?
Just
Probably not because of those trees.
Right.
Well, I
I-
fly partly down in there.
I find this. So
Hey,
is
where's the boy?
oh yeah, we have the boy with us. I forgot.
Tommy?
Yeah,
I think he's on the
Tommy.
coast, but well,
No.
we could.
No, now that you mentioned it, he'll
job.
come running up.
Good
Thanks.
job. You brought up your favorite character, man.
He might not
Where's
like
Tommy?
Yeah.
There's little Tommy, just chilling with his favorite little.
No, I think maybe even more disturbing. I think I have a child.
Oh yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Well, Sorry.
So is this
it's
is
really
this,
bad. I was gonna say let's tie Tommy with the rope.
God!
And
You want to bait whatever?
No, well,
Whatever horrible thing you said is down there that you're so scared of going and confronting, you want to bait it with a child?
I really don't
Dragon
trust
Ball.
this kid. Okay, I'm not doing
Did
that.
Tommy hear that? Did
No,
Tommy
no,
hear
no,
us
no.
offering
No,
him as
no,
a
no.
chew toy?
Hopefully not.
I'll use this for.
You have a dragonborn?
Okay.
Dragonborn druid.
Not really helping that. It looks like a monster.
No.
I hate to tell you this, but I didn't tell you a limitation, but there are no Dragonborn Azamar or Tieflings
Oh,
in my world.
okay.
Then the exception is you're allowed to have one of those three in any group. We have an Azamar.
Okay.
So I hate to tell you, switches race.
Okay. Can do it.
I hate to do that. I like the people to play what they want. For the other game, you could.
Okay.
So because we don't have any of those.
So are we saying everything here is like? Do I notice this giant?
You
Okay,
notice
you
the
can do
best.
These
Again.
giant, massive
Huh?
trees in the
Yeah,
center.
There's half or elves, but you can't
What's
turn
that?
them out.
These massive, this massive
Yeah.
just orchard
What
of
you
trees
see.
that look larger.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're called thorn.
I wonder why there's like a
because
because it's central.
pile.
I tell the group.
Okay. So yeah. Well, you say that. Nautically, that's about where one of the masts would have been. So there's a reason why it'd be taller trees. He actually could just.
Wait, if a mast would have been there, wouldn't there have been a hole in the grate?
No, not here.
Oh,
We're talking about the tall central trees
oh.
yeah,
that
it was
you
just,
can't see through. He says, "I noticed there's this big group of trees in the center. Why would they be there? That doesn't make sense." And then he says, "Well, there would have been a mast."
Okay.
so are we thinking that the forest grew?
Even better.
My impression
There you go.
is that
Tommy comes running up with the cutlass. I borrowed it from. He's
Tiny
Is that a little
weird.
shield?
carrying the evil cutlass. No, I'm kidding.
A little shield.
Look.
Okay. Boy, do you sense anything in this grate?
Or do you hear anything? He
Yeah.
understands.
Hear?
He can understand them. He can't sense them.
No,
Same.
he knows when they're there. and
They have to be talking.
Hearing is sensing.
Well, no, because he specifically senses
Oh, he's-
fiends and abyssals and infernals. He won't pick up anything like that.
he won't get an aberration.
Okay. Because I thought.
Oh no! You're
when they
right. You're
attacked
right. That's
Tommy,
right.
Yeah,
he did
the
talk
attack,
to
he
the
did
average.
sense.
Yeah.
What he heard.
Right. So no, he would say, somebody's hungry, really hungry.
So straight down, is it kind of like a well, or like there's
No, there's a
like
mound.
connections?
You're
like
literally
this?
looking. No, you're looking into a hold. So you,
Okay.
you just see
But
just
I
a
do
little
see-
bit of
I
little
see.
shaft of light down in the center,
Mhm.
and the bottom is covered with moisture. And there's a pile of debris in the center, and on the center of the pile, or near the center of the pile, is a skull.
Okay, because I had the impression it was like more like
Does
a
anybody else?
well. Like there was water just filling everything.
There, well,
There's a
in
part
all
of it.
directions there is water from where you're
Okay.
looking down, but all you have is the shaft of light to work with.
Mhm.
She
Okay.
amplified it a little bit, but that just expanded the circle of light.
Does anybody else have dark vision in the group?
I do not.
Human.
He,
I know.
I
of
do.
course, he takes off the only one that has dark vision.
No, I have dark vision. I'm an elf.
All
You're
right.
an elf. Oops.
Should we start here? Do you want to?
Well, if it's a ship, I think.
Well,
that's
it's a ship.
what I'm saying. The logic I'm following is that any of the other grates that we're seeing on the ground are going to go into the same place. So,
Well, from a ship design standpoint, probably not. Be separate holds, and there'd be connecting passageways between them.
Well, maybe we should find
you said you had a
like
map.
the captain's quarters, or
That would be far abaft, far
Yeah.
inland.
should we start here?
Do you want to do our old tried and true trick of tie a rope around me and send me down and see what I can see?
No, I was gonna,
Or
if we agree, we're gonna go down.
I could shed more light down there.
I do have torches. I
I
drop
could
a
fly
torch.
down there
Dropping a torch into water.
Yeah, see, that was my first, but
You could try dropping it this way and see
Well,
if it goes in and sticks.
Hope it sticks in the,
Yeah,
in the
okay.
mire pile.
Yeah.
do you want to
Depending how
test
deep
the
it is.
waters down there?
Well, I was hoping we can get to the pile.
Do you have a 10-foot pole by any chance?
I have a staff. I do have a staff, but I don't think it's 10 feet.
No, both of you have
Yeah.
staffs in between you. Even if you tied them together, you wouldn't make
Yeah.
You'd make barely 10 feet. Usually a staff is about 6 feet tall.
I have a rope.
Yeah,
I tie a dagger to the end of it just to give it some weight,
Okay?
and I lower it.
Oh, I can cast light on it.
Sure.
You cast light on it.
grab one of
Okay.
those birds.
He pulls her staff
Put the
out.
rope on a bait. Sorry.
We can't. We
You guys
can't.
are having entirely too much fun. Hey, Olivia's
All right.
here.
Hi, Olivia!
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Olivia says she's sorry she's missed so many because we haven't actually seen her. She's been moving. I didn't know that.
Oh.
You
Hope you enjoy your new place.
The mic sounds distorted. No, never was her speakers. Good.
Oh.
Just throw it. She says, just throw the mic down and see what happens.
Yay, Olivia! No, take the dagger down is wonderful.
Olivia's our #1 fan. She started watching with the Fellstone Chronicles. Found out about our stream, and she's watching all of them. So
Oh wow. Very cool.
arguably, she will know as much about Nycos as me eventually.
Oh wow.
I'll go ahead and dig in my bag and take out piece of ration, probably dried.
So
beef.
while you're getting out rations, you
I'm
got
tying the cheese,
She casts light on the dagger, and you're lowering the lit
The rope.
dagger down in.
and he puts the food on it first.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the point, was to put the dry meat onto the dagger.
dry meat.
Whatever ration, it just says ration.
Yeah, ration. So
Yeah, that's dry
We wanted to
meat.
put a bird, but we knew that was going to start an argument.
Dry fruit and vegetables.
wing the bird. That was, it's not dead on the
We
way.
knew it started an argument.
Okay.
So we just avoided it.
Okay, so you're lowering the knife with the dried food on it down.
So I only have 9 daggers left.
Well,
9
you haven't
darts.
lost it yet.
Okay.
Don't have to take it off the list until it vanishes.
Okay, got you. I thought they were like.
So you're lowering it down in, and you see the water react to movement off to the left. So there's like a wave across the surface, splashes a little bit extra water onto the glistening pile.
Start bringing it up. If anything
And you
comes
notice that
up-
the glistening pile has kind of a greenish tint, like overgrown moss or lichen or something alive about that pile of goo.
if something starts to come up, bring up the dagger, like tease it up so they
Like-
can see it.
What did my character
And
know
she
what
preps-
that could be?
Magic
I
missile.
mean, I should do a roll
What do you, what,
because I
'cause-
have a feeling, meta-wise, like maybe know what it is, but
Okay, so you can attempt to know, since you are a monster hunter, you can try to check against your monster hunter history. So it'd be a history check. If you don't have history in particular, which you probably don't have, it'll be just a straight intelligence check. No proficiency modifier.
10.
10. There could be 100 different kinds of creatures. Could be anything from like a constrictor snake to a neo-Otiag or something nastier.
See the pile. There's something in the pile.
What if the pile is something?
Oh, she's doing a zoo job in Virginia. So as soon as they get a dragon, let us know. We'll come out and visit it.
I quickly pull the.
I'm gonna go just hook.
And you know what? She'll go tell. She'll come back with. Yeah, there's a Komodo. Get out here. She's in New York. I'm in Virginia now.
I'm gonna go shoot it. As soon as
Well, do you want to get more movement so you know what you're fighting? Because I had another idea. I was gonna put another dagger on. So
The,
they
knife,
might
the knife is now dangling about 5 feet above the pile. You fed out about 15 foot of rope.
I bring it up quickly.
Okay.
I tie another knife so
Oh wait,
it's
so to bring it up quickly, go ahead and make a dex save.
okay. So it's a 6.
Yeah, that fails. The meat falls off.
Okay.
I imagine you tied the knife and then put the weight on the knife, and so as you jerked, bring it up, the dried meat.
There are worse things that can happen.
So it falls with a splat and creates a little crater-like opening to be created in the pile of goo, and the meat is just laying there as the moisture starts to fill in that recessed place. as it does, you could swear you see the meat itself move. Like something underneath it.
So it goop, and then the goop goes over it. And
Well,
then
no, it's just oozing in because it's the moisture, because it fell into a pile of
gotcha,
debris.
gotcha.
So it's just the water, the fluid. But as the fluid comes into it, it's almost like something pushed up underneath it. Now you've retrieved the knife, and the light has been reduced, and you can't actually differentiate the meat anymore on the pile from this distance.
Lower it again so I can see. I have dark vision.
No, but the problem is dark vision doesn't work when you're in a lighted environment looking into a dark
You have to be in
environment.
a dark environment.
If you're in a dark place, you can see as if you had black and white.
I hold a dagger and I say, we want to throw a dart and shoot your crossbow.
I could hit it with
Well,
magic
I need the
missile.
light to see what I'm shooting.
Or we'd have some fun with this boomstick. We saw what it does, and that's water. This thing cast a thunder wave last time. Last time I checked thunder, if we're talking about...
Thunder wave is thunder
The
damage.
only
would
problem
affect-
is we don't know how stable this whole ship is.
it's stone.
It's stone.
stone.
We're in the petrified stone thing.
I don't know.
And no, they did
Okay.
they did explain.
Yeah, I know it's stone, but
Thomas goes,
This is a-
boomstick, boomstick.
I mean, if there was a situation where a water creature...
who's going overboard now?
You want to shoot it? You've been wanting to shoot something. Here you go. I gift him the boomstick.
How wide is the hole? The actual, just for her sake, the actual opening is roughly 10 feet by 10 feet, but it's covered by a stone grate that has 8-inch holes between the cross members. The wood,
wanna shoot the
the
boomstick?
stone
That's
of it
fine.
is actually petrified wood.
I
Should we lift the grate? Try to lift the grate up?
can go in.
No, lift the grate up so we can fire.
Well, the boomstick is a pop gun, so we can literally just put our hand in through the grate.
Yeah.
I would
No,
shoot.
it'll fit through the grate.
I would.
No, it's yeah, because it doesn't have a cross member.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a pop gun, so it's on a string.
It might not be able to
Say
be
that,
open
sorry.
if it
Pistol
was.
still.
No, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
He's gonna put his hand through the grate.
I'm not gonna put my hand through the. I'm gonna aim. You know what I mean? I'm gonna aim the edge of the pop gun
Okay.
through the. Should I let loose?
Oh,
Right at the center.
man, she's being clever today. Olivia's, Olivia, as of now, you're playing Tommy.
You're.
Tommy goes, guys, well, you just throw a blanket over her head and cover the whole hole. Because then the blanket covering her will cause the area to be dark and she'll use dark vision.
Do we have a blanket?
Tommy.
I have a cloak.
We can go back to the beach.
I was
Tommy.
gonna. Okay, sorry.
That's a great idea. That's genius.
I have a cloak. I could. Oh, it's not
No,
10
not big
feet.
enough. It's 10
not
feet.
big. We need a couple cloaks.
Now you need a blanket.
We need a
She's
blanket.
right.
But no blanket is 10 feet by 10 feet.
What are you talking about?
What
I
are
have a
you talking
blanket
about?
that's 10 feet by 10 feet.
The hammocks that you sleep in on a ship are going to be 10 feet
Sally,
by 10
those
feet.
are in the
you
water.
folded.
What ship?
Those guys stop.
You had. I said it's on the beach. Somebody's
You know what?
collecting
I'm
the
going. I aim the pop gun through the hole. Do you want me to fire?
As you aim down, make a dex
Wait,
save.
stop.
Aim down?
Stop.
As you aim down, make a
Wait,
dex
I'm
save.
not even. My hand's not in
As
the
you
crate.
aim down, make a dex save.
My hand is not in the crate.
I know.
I'm worried about cave-ins.
+4 +2, so 15.
15. Just making sure the cork didn't fall out, because it'd been hysterical. You're quick and nothing happened. What happened? Oh, the string
He's just
thing.
going for it.
Wait, how about if I
Hey,
Fire
he's got his arm aimed down into the hole.
I can fire a cantrip at it. I have a cantrip. I can actually do damage with it, so I could fire down there. If there's a reaction, then you can notify her.
I just don't. I think like the weapon. My logic behind it is the weapon clearly is thunder, and I tell you both to stand back because we don't know what the.
You don't want to wait until I can see what it is?
Well,
Okay, but his clarification is that the thunder wave actually causes stuff that's in the way to move. So if he shoots it down, its range is 30 feet,
and it does thunder damage.
and it'll shove all the water out of the way.
And we're aiming at water. Like, this
Okay.
could be like, this is literally the perfect weapon for this situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Tommy and we're gonna run.
You guys are gonna hide!
Not hide.
I'm not-
I'm going away as far.
Okay,
She's
Tommy, do you want to stay and watch?
Is there any way we can set it up so they're looking around? There you go.
She goes, the hole's gonna go boom like a bad night after a Taco Bell. BP for Olivia. Olivia has the first online offered BP.
There you go. And she's looking around the corner.
And Olivia, you can offer that BP to anybody at any time. They get the BP if you want to.
I tie the rope around me and I throw it to you, just so.
And he's running away,
At the
so you
same
can throw the rope. So you can throw the rope after him.
So it's
There's a
you're-
pile of rope, yeah.
I tie it off to this just in
She
case.
said,
I
"Give me a
Okay,
moment."
now you go. No,
Yeah, that's
No,
a
no.
lot of steps.
Okay, okay.
Why
that's a
don't
lot
you
of
just-
things you didn't do.
Shit.
Why don't
I haven't
you
shot
just-
yet. I don't know what you guys do.
Why don't you just stand on the grate and get, so you have a direct
Don't
count?
stand on the grate.
That's the one. I'm gonna avoid that one. I'm gonna stay off the grate and aim into the hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
She gets another vantage point, so she could shoot it with magic missile if it's
You're gonna stay
necessary.
up there.
So
You're
she's
gonna
gonna
stay
stay
with
close
me?
to. Yep. she's-
Yeah.
Put her around there close.
There
to
you go. See, Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Oh, Tommy wants to stay. Put Tommy back too.
No, I
You grabbed his arm. He's like, no, I want to see.
Good job, Monster Hunter.
hey,
Really earning your
the
silver.
VP here,
go for it, guys.
really earning your reputation.
I aim down and I shoot.
Okay, roll a d6.
I'm learning from the shark incident, okay?
Yes! So, as you shoot down, the string rolls to the bottom, but because you're firing down in particular, it hits the bottom and bounces. So that the thunder wave is actually pointed up when it goes off.
Amen.
Now, fortunately for you, remember it's a 30-foot range, and the effect only goes 15 feet.
Okay. So just our feet
So-
rumble.
Your feet rumble, a blast of sound is heard, but you hear echoes for about 10 seconds afterwards
Like
inside the cavern, indicating there's a big space under.
So nice.
See, something good came out of it.
Now you guys are all dead.
Huh? No, we're all dead.
Dead.
No,
What?
and it does nothing visible to the structure except maybe lift the grate a little bit. So it'll just lift just a little bit and drop back. When it drops back, there's kind of a cracking sound, and the rust and decay on the hinges is reduced.
Did I get a number on the side of the gun?
What's that?
Remember you said
Yes.
hatch marks. So
Yeah.
now I'm on had
4.
1. No, I had 2, and then
Yeah,
I
2.
did 3.
Yeah,
4.
4.
So it's massive under there.
She goes, oh goodness.
Um,
Oh goodness.
nothing moved with all of that.
No, but you see his. Okay, question: Is Monk shaved or does he have hair?
He has hair.
Okay, so you just see his hair lift as he's looking down. Whoosh. Matter of fact, it's good. I got to do the cartoon of it. It's just shoot down, whoosh, and black powder.
You turn around.
My eyes close to theirs.
you open them up and there's
I look like that kid from the Sandlot.
They
movies.
actually all 3 of them would have that.
So just as a next step, so you saw that it seems like it's massive under there. So I don't.
Let's proceed.
I think we have to. So the grate seems to loosen up. Can I just see if this grate will take damage just if I smack it a couple times on the hinges
You want to smack the hinges?
with my bow staff?
Sure.
Okay. What do I?
Roll to hit.
So that's going to be 16.
You hit nice and solid.
She
Roll a
reaches
D6.
out and touches you though, and prestidigitation you.
She cleaned the dust off of your face.
Okay.
Makes you look nice
She
again.
does it
3.
to me, and she does it
3?
to Tommy.
Okay. when you do the
It's not-
hinges that were
Your cantrip,
covered
you
with the
choose
stony
from it,
material
and you can use
now
them
indicate
on any
a
number
reddish
of
color.
times in a day.
So it's like felt my.
So I always choose one that
It's-
does that.
You smacked it
Even a
enough
little
to basically remove the patina of the algae and stuff that have grown on it over the years, indicating that the metal underneath is very rusted.
Good blower too, and it would be.
I'll take another whack at it.
Okay.
20, not nat.
Yeah. There's a horrible wrenching sound, and one of the things he was worried about actually happens because you guys are smacking on the hinges. You could have just easily lifted the gate, but because you're bashing on the hinges, they crack, corrode, and fall through. And so the gate falls in and hangs for a second off of the only other piece, which would be the lifting mechanism. It wrenches and falls tumbling down into the darkness, and there is a splashing sound as the liquid and debris pile below are scattered from the stone grate, which is now no longer covering the hole at all, lands in the center of the debris pile below.
Do you remember when we were aboard the Eldrin ship that he said that no one goes down in the bottom because there's things living there that nobody wants to face?
Now she remembers!
Well, we're not down there yet.
Off the death wish. That's good.
Well, nobody's telling me this. What are we gonna do? We've been standing around a
You
group for
didn't
30 minutes.
remember?
No.
Well,
Apparently I didn't, and I would have brought it up.
Tira, can you send some light down there?
I could.
Well, you sure got the light on the night. 'Cause it's an ongoing spell. Now it moves back up.
Thanks for joining us.
She says, I have something that's a
Now the
little.
hole's big enough for everybody to go through.
I have something that's a little bit better.
What?
I could fly down there a little bit and go radiant. I go radiant soul and fly down there.
Does anybody have an unseen servant?
Or mage hand?
No, I
Nope.
don't have those type of spells, and I
Okay,
wouldn't
well,
waste
if
one
we're
of my
gonna go
precious.
down there,
Not all the way, just down and
What
up.
do you want to do? What is the other option? Because with what echoed,
You still
when-
have a light. You still have the light on the knife, so you can still lower it down and investigate.
I lower it down again.
Okay. As the knife descends and the light reflects off of the now splattered water, the water is still trickling back towards the center. Apparently, the floor is slightly lower in the center. More than likely indicating that there are possibly decks even below the one below you. You see there's some kind of root structure covering the bottom of the floor in all directions. Not uniformly in any kind of fashion, kind of haphazard. The heaviest of which is headed towards the central hull of the ship, towards premier direction.
Tree
there
roots
are
or something?
there are probably 20 or 30 skeletons in various levels of decay spread across the floor. Most notable is slightly inboard from your position, so that direction from the center of the light source is what appears to be a long-haired figure that more than likely is Eldrin, both by the style of armor and the backs of its decaying ears. So it hasn't been very long.
We're all seeing this right now. Nobody, because the light's down there.
Oh, and one more thing. When the grate broke in, that rumble of thunder that you heard earlier increases, and you see a slight cloud growth basically over the central mountains of the island,
Okay.
which is also
That way. Boy, this island is, well, kind of wonderful and very, very weird.
What are you thinking? This is your arena. Master Witch Hunter,
No, outside hunter, aberration hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Extraordinaire.
I don't like the look of those skeletons.
No.
They could have been killed by whatever's down there.
Do you want to go check the other holes and see if all of them are holes full of skeletons?
Well, we did hear the echo.
So this
So-
continues. It's caverns.
Well, we can check the other parts of the ship that are showing.
Trying to remember from the seed, the Everjoy, where the main central, the
Okay.
choir was.
Right, the choir is at the keel.
Keel.
The central spar of the ship runs the whole thing.
And that would be,
In the center
if
bottom.
I were to kind of like,
It'd be there, that direction.
okay.
So it'd be towards where you saw. Wouldn't the masts be in the center
Mass
of the
would
ship?
be in the center.
So you want to go
It
check
would
out
be-
the forest?
Is that like the prow of the ship? You said there was
That
a
would
prow.
be- yes.
Then all we need to do is draw a line straight. I'll take the lodestone. I go to the prow of the ship, look through the trees.
So you're going to take off running.
She just dips.
No.
Doesn't tell anybody.
Okay, Junior, I'm sorry. Look at.
We have two children.
If that's the front of the ship,
Also for clarification, the lodestone can be used anywhere because all it does is points to north.
huh?
All a lodestone does is points to north.
I know, but then I can get a bearing on what direction this is, draw a line so we follow that line.
Well, we already know that the trees are growing at the center of the ship.
Yes, and with the prow of the ship and the center of the ship, then I can draw a line through them, and that would be down the length of the ship.
Right.
But he
So-
was. What the whole premise behind it was, he was trying to look for what was it called?
Like a central, like a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bridge would be in the aft.
So he was saying he wanted to look for like that course.
Right,
So
and
we could get-
she's saying I can do it mathematically. She's saying
I
we can actually calculate where it should be based on the length of the vessel and its draft.
Should we?
So she goes over.
All of a sudden, she's a navigator.
And I point
no,
to the
she
center of
just
the
said-
ship and be like, "But those are the masts. We already know where it is. You're doing
Yes, but you
unnecessary
need
math."
2 points. You
Two
need
points to make the line. Is all
2
I'm saying.
points to make a line. We would have to have another mast over here, or the prow of the ship, which is in the center. And that was the prow of the ship. It actually is the prow.
And I'm just confused when Tiara became like so nautical.
Mathematical?
Nautical.
Nautical, not nautical. 2 points make a line. You don't have a line until you have 2
Well,
points.
She is from heaven. So. The city is 4 squares, so they built a building that is a mile high. Okay.
Okay,
If
so
we go down below, be ready for combat.
no, but you wanted to try to find the cabin, right? So that would be.
Well, to find the records to find out what ship this is, because
Yes.
this is not what we're.
So if we know where that's it, if we know like, I mean, what? I mean, what?
Are you about ready?
I think so.
Okay. So what did you come
I
up
just
with?
have a quick question because under Druid, it says the actual words is I have 2 cantrips, but
Yes.
then on the chart for first level, it says there's 2 first levels. So do I have first level spells?
Yes, but you also have cantrips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mention the first 2 levels. In
And you
any of
will
the
get-
actual-
No, okay. No, but that's because it has the chart to give you the spells.
Okay.
So that's why it doesn't relist it.
I just
Because they don't want to
figured-
confuse anybody.
Well-
And your two cantrips are from a choosable list, right? You pick 2 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And there, I told him that you can keep on casting them ad infinitum. And you will get more.
She says we got the wrong term. It should be not a mathical. Or mathematical.
Mathematical. I like that.
She's hysterical. I love Lydia. She's
I'm
amazing.
sorry, I'm intelligent, and I use my intelligence sometimes.
No, I'm not
TR,
saying
what
that
do
you're
you
not.
suggest we do?
Okay, I'm gonna go over and take a
She
line.
wants to run to the prow.
She wants to go to the prow.
Tommy goes with her.
Tommy goes. Come on, Tommy.
No, I mean,
Tommy, you going with her? Okay, just move her little bits, because trust me, I got stuff going on here.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we
As she
move.
takes off towards the center forest, the birds leave. The birds actually flit away from her.
Oh, they don't like something. Okay.
I ask Lucius, I'm like, do you want to just start walking towards where we know the mast is? And that's where you told me you thought the mass was, and I yelled, just tell them like, hey, we're gonna go check out the central forest area.
I think we should just follow
You
Tiara.
you open Pandora's box, then you're walking away, leaving the box lid open.
I know that. As soon as saying exactly like, I just waiting for giant tentacles to come out. I'm like,
We're all going to die.
At the end of the day, just speaking meta, sometimes we haven't.
Have you guys seen the Heavy Metal, the motion picture?
No.
it's been a while.
Not my thing.
It's been a while.
Okay.
I don't.
I recommend you watch it. There's a scene that I'm using as my.
I'm not trying to force action, but I just don't
No.
want us to stand around a grate for
Oh,
4
I'm
hours.
terrible.
Meta wise, I'm trying not to.
You have seen it, so you know what I'm referring.
But like,
split the
just so
party
you know,
up. I want
Mike.
to stay together, and if she's gonna go off,
Okay,
I'd
You
rather
must be able to
follow her.
stay in line of sight.
We'll
there.
follow her. We'll follow at like a.
Okay, so now move her up there adjacent to the big forest. 'Cause she's got to get.
Of course,
to
you
the
could
forest.
stagger yourself to keep a line of vision.
As long
on
as
it.
you keep line of sight, you're good.
Wedge it up, guys.
As you get to that point, you're now in the shadow of the taller trees. Nimbus is someplace up there. You guys notice that some of the trees are bending over.
Oh.
Told you there was something funky about those trees, man.
Something mess about this whole place.
No, I lift your crossbow.
That is not going to be a running gag. I can see that coming.
So are they slowly leaning towards her?
No, it's like the
Alright.
top parts. It's like the tree is standing still, but the top half of the tree just goes. So that branches are now over. It's almost as if there was something heavy weighing down those branches from above. You hear a popping. You hear a popping sound. That wonderful popping sound from Predator. Pop, 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 pop. It's growl.
Yeah, I'll just Tiara above you.
What's?
She
I look up.
sees the limb above
I mean-
her, and she takes
Limbs. It's not
limbs
limbs. Yes.
above her, and she kind of sidesteps up from under.
So away from the. Okay, so bring her farther along.
This way.
Yeah. As soon as she's outside of the possible periphery of the branches, they snap back. Like whatever was on the branch leaped away.
I don't have true seeing or anything.
Leaped.
Can you sense real quick? See if you get something.
It's another spell slot.
Oh, so every time you do that, it's
Yes,
a spell
yes.
slot?
Primary aworeness is a plus.
I'm not magical folk. I don't know what you guys are talking
He's like, I
about.
can only do that so often.
Would have been really happy.
I could
It
just-
would have been really great to have that paladin here for this.
Perception. Oh,
Okay, Paladin's range is even shorter,
But still, it's not. It's
60 feet.
But he can. Is it a spell for him, or he just has
No.
that
No,
ability?
It's an ability.
Yeah. I feel.
So you are ready?
I think so. If you want to look it over
What-
to
no.
make sure I didn't miss anything.
yes.
So we're still following. Do we take the long way?
I mean,
we go through this. We go through this door. We're like, yeah, freaky trees.
It must have been.
I'm still getting used to making fifth edition characters, so.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was down to go into the crate. I mean, the hole, but
Okay,
Well, she's
so the
just
training
ran
was
off.
because you
my
were
idea
actually a
was
fountain.
let's
What
find
background did you
records.
take?
Out and under.
No, I heard you.
Outlands,
Yeah, yeah.
anything. So that's why I was like, "Where's the central location?"
I was
Where's
raised in the
captain?
forest by.
No, but I was down for it. But
Right.
I
But
know,
for
she
that to
just-
be the case, and
And I was
you
like,
did,
I don't wanna
did-
split the
did the whole selection thing. You had to have been discovered as a child anyway. So, what did you determine to be your character's age?
So, I forgot that.
Well, whatever number you come up with. Well, I don't know how to say this.
As long as you don't look like a monster.
as long as Lucius doesn't want to shoot you at some point during the day, you're good.
He might. I never know.
Can we stop? You want to just stop her? Be like, let's just
Oh no!
no, just let her
Oh
go.
my God! He's gonna get. You know, you realize that you're setting yourself to have to come now on Fridays. You can't not play on Sundays now because this character fits too well. Says he's stoned a lot.
There you go. Nice. We're
That's his
the
name?
party
No,
of
no. I'm just saying that he's got the symbol.
the party of vices.
Oh, my devices.
Huh?
Did you read my bonds, by the
A
way?
druid.
Uh huh.
I was raised by dry.
that's
How
that's a good-
exactly am I supposed to increase the dryads that way? By having children.
So we continue.
No. As far as you helping them,
I mean,
they're.
Well, we'll see.
Did you ever hear the song Willow Maid?
Okay.
You propagate
Oh, he has
forests
stuff
that they
going,
come to,
so-
and that's.
Let's just put them right there.
That works. Okay.
What do you think
It also
caused
means
that
it
tree?
also means you're gonna be naturally green veiled. Just so you
I've
know,
never
your-
seen a tree
Your
do
background
that.
is about life.
There are a lot of creatures that can turn invisible.
I'm good with that.
And listen, this place is weird. We're gonna walk out with more questions. We need to stay focused on our objective because we're gonna walk. I feel like we're gonna have a question for everything. I already have a million questions off the first 10 minutes in this thing.
Okay, she goes up to the prow.
Okay, we're still headed for the prow.
Yeah,
So
we're
as
still
you're-
headed.
as you're coming to that next section, you're going to either have to pass through that archway or go around it. Which did you prefer to do? To go through the archway?
She has no knowledge that arches cause anything problems, so she'd walk through the most
Here we
convenient.
go.
Sure.
There's this all this space.
As you pass,
Kaboom.
as you
Right there.
pass through the arch, there standing before you, dressed all in green, with his clothing is, how do you want to say it?
Natural.
Homogenously natural, so it's ratty at the edges, so it looks like debris,
Ah,
like he's made of the forest. He's even got like bits of looks like he's actually taken bits of lichen and like pressed it onto his eyebrows so that they're actually taking root in the dead skin of his forehead.
Very.
Is a person who's just as surprised to see you as you are to see him. Now, for your case, you were minding your own business. Now, one of the things that's been going on in the forest from which you come is that there have been rather erratic, I guess you call them storm bursts, not full-on storms, but rain showers.
Okay.
Instantaneous, like monsoon-like rains for no apparent reason. And so you've been going away from your native community towards the edges to try to get an understanding of how these storms come to be. The nation from which these dryads originated. Oh, and your matron, the dryad who actually raised you, her name is Holly.
Holly? Okay.
And Holly Mulberry. And Holly has been a greeter for the dryad culture in a very sylvan area known as Nycos. And she's had a premonition that things are going to turn bad, and so she's been trying to push you out towards the edges of their community, in essence, to try to save you.
Okay.
You don't understand all of that. You just know that today in particular, she was very insistent that you check out a particular
place.
area where there have been several thunderclaps. And literally, as you're walking through the forest, you pass between two of the oldest trees in that vicinity. And as you do, you find yourself standing here under beautiful sunlight in a more tropical type environment than you were in before. And the wood feels like a home tree. You feel like you are where there should be like dozens and dozens of elves, but the person walking towards you is a young woman of blonde hair. What kind of armor you have?
I have a breastplate and then just simply a long tunic under it and sock pants tucked into high boots.
Okay. And alongside her is about a 10 or 11-year-old boy wearing somebody's oversized suit of leather armor strapped on, like the arm pieces are hanging off the end of his elbow.
Oh, wow.
You know, and he's more dragging than actually carrying a sword. Of course, as soon as he sees you, he tries to raise and brandish it, but his effect is basically like it's shattering and it's shivering because he's holding it up there under. It's way heavier than he can obviously wield.
I get down on one knee. I decided I'm like 19 because I can't find an age chart.
Okay, so whatever you put down, you're actually 50 years older.
Okay.
So you think you're 19.
Okay.
You got the emotional growth of a 19-year-old, but you're in a 69-year-old body.
So I'm gonna write down 69/19. Does that work?
That's fine. Now somebody's gonna think you're 6,919 years old. But yeah, you're old physically, but your emotional state. I've got druids.
So what's your name?
So what's your
Hi, hello, I'm Tiara, and this is Tommy, and I have friends.
Jared, who are you talking
Who are you talking to?
And your name?
Hey, what's going on? We haven't seen this yet.
Exactly. No, you just hear.
We run in. I storm around the corner. You know, are you coming with me?
Yeah.
They come running.
Yeah.
Crossbow, my hand crossbows.
I have my bow staff ready to go because
This
Here's
young
out.
man here.
what?
This man here.
Okay, I was like,
Are you a man?
he's 69.
Yeah,
so
are you a man?
No. No, I mean, I look at him. Is he human? Is he elf?
Right.
Is he half elf?
What is the race?
I'm human.
Human. So a 69-year-old man. Yeah. Okay.
An old man in ratty woodlands colored clothing
Your last name is Mulberry? Your
with
first name is
with bushy green
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Let's wait on.
G-E-T-H?
GESH. Or GE.
Gesh.
Yeah.
I have my hand crossbow pointed at you, and I'm walking up. I'm taking a little flask out. Do not move. And I throw holy water on you.
Of course, you just get splashed with water.
I don't see.
That was a waste of water.
Fizzy.
No, not
Well,
really.
you like-
Not really. You got things that are growing in there.
Oh, that's true. Just watering it. All right.
You are a druid. You're okay with this. This is.
How's it going?
I'm just
and
observing.
as far as you're concerned, maybe it's their ritual. You are an outlander.
That's true. Huh?
You may think that's what you're supposed to do is throw water in people's faces.
I just get.
That's what you've learned.
I was
In fact, I pull out my water thing. I flush it back.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
So he pulls out his flask
Is
of
it
water.
going to happen every time we meet somebody?
You can never be careful.
No, I agree.
Never- too
Never.
careful.
Too
Never
careful.
be too careful.
Too careful.
I agree very rarely with Lucius's approach, but we are in a strange place where we've now found multiple things that are weird, and there's one other being in this
I'd like
place.
to introduce you. This is Lucius Kane, a ranger
Hi, Lucius.
and monster hunter.
I do not shake your hand.
And this
What are
is
you?
the
Te Unamid. I give him a business card.
Temunama, who's a monk.
I give him a business card.
Do I think I'm a dryad or do I think I'm human? Do I know?
No, you would know you're human.
Okay.
No, as a matter of fact, she. Okay.
Oh, you're
Relationship
funny,
with her was a little close to unhealthy. If you've seen Morgana Le Fay in Excalibur,
Oh yeah.
the way she treated Morgan,
Oh.
Mordred?
Yeah.
my beautiful boy. Yeah. So you have possibly distorted views on how males and females should interact as well. And this is the first
Oh.
female that it wasn't mom that you've met. So.
Who are you?
So I walk up and kiss her on the mouth.
What? She got it like this. She got,
That's new.
That's
Greetings.
new. Very
Well, first
new.
of all, it's actually technically an attack. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Jesus.
And this is actually called a roll to grapple because you actually have to grab her and hold on to her.
Consent.
oh, well, I failed that.
No limits, no filters.
I rolled a 3 on whatever I don't do.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, so this is the most awkward first kiss. So it's not the big grapple. It's literally walk up and peck her on the lips, and it's uncomfortable to watch. And both of them are acting like they're. Well, she's only 3 weeks old, and he's. Yeah, this is
I think you
an
should
awkward moment.
Don't do that again. I think you should stand back.
Why not?
Stay there, boy.
Okay.
Another
Do you-
boy?
Tommy goes.
No, Tommy.
Tommy says, "Allow me to introduce myself. I am Thomas Baravant, the son of the fourth prince."
Greetings. Welcome.
What's it?
He told us his name was Thomas Kincaid.
Yes, that's my traveling name.
Oh, he's just a shoe person. He's not important. Oh, sorry. Aren't you glad we brought him now?
What is the new name? The last name?
Boravant.
Boravant.
Yes.
The fourth prince of
Son
the
of the
sea
fourth-
prince.
Fourth of the sea princes. Yes.
I'm
Fourth of the
glad,
sea princes or son of the fourth?
I'm
Son of the
glad
fourth.
you found us and not somebody else who could. would
I lean over
make
her
use
and
of-
whisper. "What's
Wait, hold on.
this?"
One crisis at a time. I literally just grabbed you with holy water and splashed Thomas for being a prick. And I'm like, you freaking jerk. And
I can't have named else otherwise.
you prick.
Otherwise,
later, Thomas. Who are you?
Boy, we're gonna have a long talk.
another long time.
And I was like, I was like, first off, bro, not cool. Consent. Ask to kiss people. Please, if that's how you greet people, if that's how you greet people, me and Lucius don't want none of it.
Of
Second,
course not, Silly. You're a boy.
there we go. Whatever. To each their own. But I'm cool. I'm cool with it.
Even Thomas gets that.
Yeah. If you're cool. You do what you got it. But
Highlight of the day. Yara gets kissed by a plant.
And Tommy is a
Question
prince.
mark.
Plant.
who are you?
I'm Gash Mulberry from Nycos.
How did you get here?
What?
Walked
Through the maelstrom?
What's Maelstrom?
Good to know. He doesn't know what the maelstrom is.
Well, you go. What, that little rain shower? Because
Oh, yeah.
is that what you call that?
The water shower things? Yeah.
Because his experience was a little rain shower. So what you call that? Was maelstrom? That was a little rainstorm.
What are you doing here, man? Are you looking for something?
I was told to come check out the place because Mama Holly said so.
I know he's part of the game, but I'm just trying to build information too.
Yeah.
Holly.
Oh, trust me, I gave him a. He's got a time bomb in his hands because he's the last surviving a citizen of Nycos.
So great.
I told you, you've now put yourself in a position to have to play now.
What do you? Any questions?
Nyx, do I know? Is it familiar to me?
No, because okay, so the fact that he mentions it, you do remember something called Candlefall that
Yeah,
supposedly
I do
destroyed the
remember.
nation of Nyx.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it obliterated the nation of Nyx. Imagine
How long ago?
Well, okay. So you've heard of the Tunguska blast of 1918?
No.
Okay.
It's
In-
Oh, it's
Russian
Siberia.
forces,
Okay.
an asteroid.
well, they're not sure what it
Yeah,
was.
but yeah.
Something imploded over it. It caused
It was
Hundreds of
as
miles
powerful- it was as powerful as a nuclear blast without the radioactivity.
So that's what I'm
And
saying,
they
it's
don't know
an
what caused it. But in this case, it was a stellar, non-atmospheric craft that came through the atmosphere and smashes into the top of the mountain range, and the devastation stretches over 490 miles, covering 10 hexes of Nycos, and obliterating the entire nation of Nyx.
But I don't currently know that, right?
You don't know that. He does.
Okay.
Wait, Candlefall?
It's called Candlefall.
Do we all know that?
Because it came from the candle, yes.
Is this universal knowledge to him and I since we're nitrogen?
Yeah, the two of you would be familiar.
And
with
I
it.
would-
He has to mention it to you. He's already thought of it. That's what I'm getting at. Is that-
But would she know since she's so new?
No.
she
She
would.
doesn't know either. So you and I look at each other, and I ask, what happened in Nyx?
It was raining.
It was raining. Nothing really
The
going on.
storms.
Mhm.
Mom sent me to go check out the storms. She sent me farther out each day.
Yeah.
Storms were a little bigger, and then there was one that had some thunder. 2 blasts of thunder. Sound familiar?
Just two.
When was the last time you saw your mom?
This morning.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I pull Lucius aside. I was like, do we rip the band-aid off now? Are you gonna just turn around and be like, your world is destroyed? You should do that.
I actually was gonna say that.
Does anybody have any compassion for the fellow?
We're trying to.
Yeah, Nyx is gone.
About
Oh yeah, it's like over there somewhere.
no, about 10 months ago.
Relation to the location of Nyx, where we think we're not anywhere close to.
Look at the map. You've got Nyx is on the map.
We borrowed this for us.
Center of Groenland, the west continent.
Oh, I'm way far away from home.
Oh, you're way far away from home.
Up high on the map. South of Corum.
Oh wow.
Inside the Daya Mountains.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, it basically glassed that mountain range.
Wait, how did you get here?
You said through a rain.
Go
He
on.
said he walked.
Going through a rainstorm, yeah.
Do you know?
Walked through the rain. He didn't think of it as a storm.
If I was to tell you to,
Where's Nyx? On the west coast or east coast?
No, Nyx
Right
is
there.
way up in the
Yeah,
continent.
say your character's name one more
Yeah,
time.
we're
here.
we think we're down
You're
here.
about as far from home as you could have gotten.
Say
Yeah.
your character's name one more time.
Gesh.
Yes, Mulberry.
Mulberry.
Gesh.
It was Silverhelm, but I like Mulberry better.
After all, mother was named Mulberry. Here must be a Mulberry.
Do we?
Actually, Gesh Silver Mulberry would be fine too.
Oh yeah.
Silver what?
His
Silver
middle name
Mulberry.
is make it the name he wanted for last name. Make it his middle name.
Um,
It more than likely was your human name.
So,
Probably the guy that your mom seduced.
Exactly.
That's the way dryads work.
No.
Ooh, you're a fine-looking paladin. Come here. We're gonna spend some time. 100 years. Oh, you can't live that long? Oh. Let me have something to remember you by.
How long ago was Candlefall?
10 months.
10 months ago.
10 months ago. Okay.
How long have you been here?
I just got here.
Same time you did. Same time she did.
You guys really need to eat a brownie and calm down. I mean, seriously.
No, I prefer a drink. I
I'm good
look.
with that.
I look at you and I say, I don't know how to tell you this, but where we are right now is thousands of miles away from Nyx.
Yeah, right.
We
First step is always denial. No way.
so
That can't be true.
How did you get out of Nyx?
I walked.
I walked. What?
he walked through a
How is it
rainstorm.
so hard?
He walked through a rainstorm. So we don't know what the magic is, but we went into a storm in the south of
The nation is that continent is Yarland.
in the continent of Yarland. So
We are from here, but right now we're down here.
so
We
that's
think.
so
And
that's
you're
where,
from the middle of Groenland.
so what I'm telling you is we went in there, but we don't know where we're at now. So, and this is going to be the harder pill to swallow.
So you're lost too. Cool.
But this is the hard part. Your country was destroyed 10 months ago.
I was just there like an hour ago?
Seconds.
I just facepalm and I'm like, time.
Nycos headache! Yay!
Yay! You need to get
So
a
just
picture.
like
We need to get a picture. Did somebody take a picture of him with his face palming? Because actually, I've got pictures now of most of my players.
Where did I put my phone?
My tagline is the headache you want
There.
to have every
Just a
day.
moment. We
I
will
like
get
it.
the Nycos headache.
so
Head and forehead. There you go.
I continue to can I just say I continue to just explain to him that we're out of time, out of space, type of that thing.
Be careful saying out of time. That's kind of
Okay,
frightening.
you got it? Nycos headache.
We're out of time. You know,
So I just explained to him that we don't know
There we go.
if you need to process this.
I'll send this to you.
Yeah.
We don't know where we are. We don't know when, but we also don't know when we are. So I don't know how to tell you how you left Nyx yesterday, but we've known that Nyx has been gone for 10 years.
I look at the
10
brownie I'm
months.
staring. I'm eating. Say that again.
I repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man. But I feel like you're in the same boat we are, which is not in a boat and trapped on some weird island where stuff's going awry. But you can come with us if you're trying to get out of here, and if you need to like talk about stuff, like
All right.
Wow, turning on the counselor.
countries
Wait,
getting
give me a second.
destroyed.
Give me a second.
Hello,
Give me a second.
Diana
Can I go running straight at the biggest tree?
Yeah.
The one that felt like a home.
Oh, you're running. He's running.
Straight
This
at,
one?
at the tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Trying to see if I can get home.
Nice.
So that's where you came from. I chase because we just saw what happened to those trees, and I'm like, dude,
Right.
dude.
He goes running in. He goes running in amongst them.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Are you stopping at the edge, or are you running on in after what you saw?
I feel bad for the guy. I know how I've been responsible for stuff like.
Okay. Mentally, I'm seeing you literally trying to find a central tree to put your head down and smash into. Okay.
I follow him, man.
Oh, because okay. So dryads travel by something called dimension door.
Mm-hmm.
They literally meld into the wood and then can come out someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
I can
So
send
apparently
it.
he's trying what Mom always did when she
Yeah.
needed to get away.
I can send
By the way, I
it
don't have
on
anything close to that stuff.
Discord. I can send it by email. I can send it in a message.
Just send it to Game Market Guru at
Because
Gmail.
player heard what happened in those trees. Character didn't.
Right. So yeah.
No, I know,
So,
that's what I'm
not
saying,
only
yeah.
that, not only that. I'll go ahead and make a Constitution save
Okay.
because he's running pell-mell head first into a tree.
Oh, that's great.
For that, do I just add Constitution or do I?
Constitution modifier, yeah.
15.
15. Yeah, he comes away going, ow! You
Do we see-
you do 5 points of damage to yourself.
Ow!
That's going to leave a mark. To quote Tommy Boy. And of course, Tommy's going, oh, that'll leave a mark.
That should have worked. But,
And now I'm in the middle of these damn trees with him.
Yes.
Jesus, can you put me in the middle of
Both
these
of
damn-
you make perception tests.
What do you? And I'm like, what are you doing, man? We can't be here.
why not? They're trees. $15 on the dice plus
17.
You know, several of the branches were bowed down as you approached.
wisdom scores.
And so now make dex saves. Because you're like,
So-
we shouldn't be here.
19.
Okay. Yes. You also see trees bowed down. You go, why is that tree at that weird angle?
Uh-oh.
Make a dex save.
Oh, man. Ah. Oh, that's not even good. Okay. 8.
Do I get my bonus on it? Or my modifier?
Your dex mod, yeah.
Okay, so 19.
Okay. So you're going, yeah, we definitely don't want to be in here. And all of a sudden, he goes, what?
M
All of a sudden, he's now inverted and springing upside down.
M
I grab his
The
hand.
rope, with a rope around his ankle,
T
hanging from the
E
tree.
R
I try to grab his hand.
Do I have to put capitals on that?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I try to grab his hand to tether him to the
Guru
ground.
is G-U-R-U.
And I shout. I just like shout at the top. I help. I was like, Lucius, crossbow time. Absolutely crossbow time.
Well, from where you are, you can actually
Yeah.
see him
Oh,
go
okay.
springing up into the tree.
G
You see.
Do I have to do anything to grab
Could
him?
No,
I
yes, you grab Gesher's hand.
Okay.
I
estimate
L
where he's being pulled from and
Yeah, he's hanging from a rope trap.
Oh, okay. So there's nothing up there kind of like
You don't see anything.
Do you have extra
Okay.
cards to make a character
What?
name?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes. Give me a card and I'll write his name.
What color do you want? He wants green.
What color?
Okay.
Green!
Total green.
Super green.
I'll run up and take my rapier out.
Green like a lime or green like an avocado?
Lime.
You know the movie reference? BP if you know the movie reference.
Uh,
Esh. mulberry.
I'm blanking.
Let me see. He wore yellow like a banana. No, yellow like a lemon. Orange and green. Green like a lime or green like an avocado? Zorro, the Gate Blade.
Oh! I was leaning towards that, and then I just didn't go there.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull rapier out and cut the rope.
You're running over there. Which means you're gonna run into the tree cover as well.
That reminds me I need to get a new copy.
Okay, so Lucius goes running into the forest.
Crossbow! The one time I asked for crossbow!
He got sword out.
Trying to cut the rope.
I know.
So you actually have to pull him down. So that he-
Tiara goes streaming after them.
Oh, God. Tommy, stay over there!
Tommy gonna be smart.
No! I yell, Tommy, stay back!
Let's see. No, Tommy's gonna go over and inspect the archway.
Oh, no. You just left
Yeah.
Tommy alone. Who's watching Tommy?
You're busy.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh,
You're
God.
busy.
Everybody's
Watching
watching me.
It's okay.
I'm holding him. What do I do?
Okay, like I said, you pull down and
I pull.
Then you cut the rope.
And
When you cut the rope, the rope actually seems to almost bleed. There's like a reddish liquid that comes out of the rope.
Ooh, it's a nasty thing.
Yeah.
A bad plant.
That's another
Bad
thing I
plant.
kind of remember.
I pull him out of the forest. I just
Get away from the tree.
Yeah, get away from the trees.
I scream that out
Yeah.
because I realize
Right.
kind of what it could be.
Right. As you're cutting it, and you go, uh-oh, everybody gets to make another round of deck saves, except for Gesh, who's already.
God.
Okay.
No, he's
Oh,
now
yeah.
free.
Oh,
Okay, what type of check?
Deck
save.
Deck save.
Oh, that's good.
16 plus, I don't know.
Love it. I love it. Dun,
My
dun, dun,
bonus.
dun,
I have a
dun, dun,
plus
dun.
5 bonus.
Dun, 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 dun,
5
dun,
plus
dun,
bonus.
dun,
And I'm like,
dun.
oh, I got this. No, and I roll a 3. And
I have a 1. I have a 17.
18.
supposed to be a Dex guy here, but
Yeah. So you cut him free, and as soon as you cut him free, another one of the tendrils grabs your wrist and pulls you into the tree.
sword wrist.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I grab him then. Am I close enough
You
to
can
that?
grab his boot. You
Yeah, grab his boot.
foot.
Chiara aims up to where she sees the rope hanging from.
Uh-huh.
She targets that,
The branch or whatever.
yeah, with
The
magic missile.
connector. With what?
Magic missile.
Okay, do your damage.
Should buy some daggers.
That's a 1. That's a 3. And that's a 2, so 6, 9. 9 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Okay, cast-
Missile's a 3.
The tree itself shudders a bit and stands back up straight.
I'm good.
Now you're actually
Oh.
it's actually trying to yank you higher because when it stands up
Oh,
straight,
okay.
it's going to pull your branch even higher.
Drop your sword into my hand.
Oh yeah, you're holding onto his boot with both
yeah.
hands.
Oh, I thought he was upside down. I thought we were like.
No, it grabbed his wrist. 'Cause
Oh,
I'll
I
put my
thought
hand
we were like
crossbow
the
out.
same way, so I could just grab it and like
If I
swing.
cast
Okay.
that, he's going to get hurt, but I might be able to pull him back down.
okay,
gonna
so
try something.
the thing here is that you can make a strength check to try to keep him ground bound.
Okay. So that's just
It's a roll against your strength modifier.
11.
Yeah, -1 on the strength check. Yeah, he actually you actually lose your grip. It's like shooting up into the trees. As he does, the branches between you and him act like a canopy. You don't see
They
him.
shut.
There it is.
I'll like.
Can I
Put
hear
my-
them?
You still got the sword in your
Hand
hand. You're reaching for your hand crossbow.
Yeah, no. Hand crossbow was out, I believe.
No,
Yeah. No.
What was your name?
you never
again?
told me you had the
Oh, okay.
Silver.
Never mind.
You can reach for it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes,
grab
silver.
my the
Silver
icicle.
mulberry.
Okay.
Reach for the icicle. All right, cool.
Okay.
Try to cut it.
Nice. It's about the only weapon that would actually work because it's got the curved blade on the side. So you actually use it the right way.
So it might just
Might actually work.
Do I
Go
just see
ahead.
him plummeting down to earth?
Possibly.
Well, you might hit the
18.
branches.
Yeah, he actually cuts it cleanly and drops back through.
And Boom, boom,
Well, no,
boom.
at first it was just through the grass, through the leafy branches, and so it's just a straight plummet. You'll take 6 points of damage from the fall.
Okay.
Not you. We saved you. You don't take damage.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
said-
they actually pulled you to the ground. He didn't. He actually fell.
Get out of the trees.
Everybody runs.
Back us up.
Gesh Silver Mulberry.
I look at Gesh and I'm like, hey man, the trees. We told you we're in a funky place. You seem to be a tree dude.
These trees suck.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Some of them are beautiful. They sing.
Well, she finds everything beautiful. You're just gonna get used to that sooner or
They
later.
sing.
Well, they're pretty. I mean, even
They're
in
elf.
death,
They're elf. They're elder
Tommy's sitting there
elf.
munching on snacks.
Oh,
That was fun.
Yes, wasn't it?
So is he back with us?
Yeah,
oh, okay. I was
Is Tommy
gonna say.
the 11-year-old?
yeah.
Ken.
He's got a little notebook. He's scribbled something in his notebook. He's actually folding it back up.
Oh, Tommy, what did the tree say
Trees didn't say anything.
when they were attacking us right now? You didn't hear any words?
No.
Okay, just check.
Was there anything else there that you had heard?
What'd you write on the paper?
Oh, I just drew some pictures I saw.
Ah, jeez. Can we see the pictures? Can you share with the rest of the group?
Okay.
I don't know that. Yeah, she knows.
One-
Or
one-
you know too. Never mind.
One of the pictures is well, both pictures are circles. Both of them are about 3 inches across, and he actually kind of did a rubbing on them. So that it's not his handwriting, but it's actually in one case it's a drawing of 3 mountains. The middle one being a volcano. You know, the cap of it is cut off. And then the other one on the other side is basically looks like a bunch of chicken footprints.
Chicken footprints.
Yeah, just little 3-toed bird prints in the sand.
Boy, that's gonna be difficult to get all in.
I tell the group, I was like, hey, we need to figure out, we need to get our bearings. Like, Gesh, I know you're probably dealing with some stuff right now, but we're not safe.
And she goes, bearings, that's what we were going for. Let me go back up here and get my lodestone measurement.
So she'll walk back towards the front.
As you walk towards that area, you're going to pass by a broken statue, and the broken statue looks like a figure of a person from about the hips down. The upper half of the statue looks like it's broken off.
Is it available in pieces?
Just tiny bits of rubble.
So it was like blasted apart.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Suddenly I stopped dead. Wait, you said my house is gone?
I said your country was gone.
There was. What happened?
We don't know. One day we woke up and Nycos was wiped off the map.
It was a
Well, we heard about
big
it.
explosion. Something fell from the heavens.
That's what we're saying. One day we woke up
'Cause
and it was
it's really
gone.
far away.
Yeah, we don't know. One day we woke up and
Rumor-wise.
people just told us Nycos was gone.
Well,
People said that.
that's the rumor.
Right.
I mean, if it's a rumor, it's a pretty. I mean,
That's a far-reaching rumor to come
Yeah.
all the way around the world.
There has been something
Yeah, I know. Like, that's
recently
far.
that we've been
how
involved
many
with.
squ- how many hexes did you say it was? How many?
From Canada.
all
So we're saying the entire hex. So we're saying 10
And
hex. So like
have
almost
come to
150.
planet
That's a
and
lot.
claim it as
150
their
miles.
own,
100
huh?
square
I don't know,
miles.
150 hexes times 40 miles each.
No,
Yeah, well, she doesn't know where Nyx is,
No,
so she can't. You know,
But
we
you
don't
can
have
look
a
at the
map.
map and calculate
Well, yeah.
how many hexes there are away. It's
To
close.
Nyx?
Yeah.
We're thousands of miles away. From,
Okay.
30 some odd hexes at 50 miles a hex.
We're thousands of miles
That's
away
1,500
from where
miles.
you went into your
It's as
rainstorm.
far as it is from here to
It's
New York.
more than 30 hexes.
No, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, it's farther than it is from here to New York.
That's what I'm s-
My home country is wiped off the planet, not just my grove.
And you're thousands of miles where you went into this rainstorm, this drizzle, as you call it,
Shower.
shower.
Have you gotten in my backpack?
No.
Olivia's abandoning us for that game of super
no.
that happens in a not plate.
Boo, boo, boo.
We understand she's got the ability to see us in the aftermaths because this is now going to be on YouTube. So she'll go back and watch it later. But
All right, sounds awesome.
I think that the Super Bowl commercials spent a little bit more to get her attention than we did. So.
A lot more.
What do you want?
I would like to investigate the statue further, or at least
I want to
Okay.
just put in
whatever's
yes
around.
more
Okay,
Larry. I can't get all those words.
Yeah,
out.
that would
The
just
debris,
be long.
the debris pattern
But-
is all to the front. So whatever blasted it came from behind the figure, and the pieces are scattered.
Would you say it's the statue's facing?
Is it really big
The
enough?
statue's facing forward, and the debris field is forward.
So it came from somewhere this way.
Yeah, from basically where you guys are standing, the back, where the majority of you are standing, that back behind you. The angle of attack on the angle of the sloped pattern indicates that it was also somewhere above. Yes.
It's those stupid trees again. That's just what's going on. Laser trees.
These. Tommy goes, I like the way you think. What's a laser?
We have
Is this the only thing in the middle of the?
Of that
let's say-
clearing, yeah.
Okay. So there's no another.
No, there's no
Okay.
other way.
Lasers is a sound I heard one time.
Well, I know there was a guy named Laser Wolf, but
Yeah.
he's going to marry Tevia's daughter. But that's a whole different other story.
Whole different land. I think. I don't know.
Well, it had
Where?
no forest. There was a forest.
There was forest, yeah.
Right, so heading forward even further, you get to the railing, which is where that broken part is ahead of you. Yeah.
I followed him.
And in front of that is another stand of trees.
I walked
This
up to
would
the
be
trees.
where the spinnaker would be attached. The long,
The stick.
Yeah.
thing.
the stick that goes out the front of the boat.
The bowsprit.
And they tie the spinnakers to that.
So you guys
That's the-
know, don't plan on picking up settling like time soup. So I appreciate all the knowledge.
No, no, no.
Just as
I'm guessing that's what it is. I just always thought it
The
was.
bowsprit
the
is.
bow?
I thought it was
Or
like
that
It's called the
back.
bowsprit.
I thought we were.
That's where all the
statue-
spinnakers are.
I thought we were
kept.
on the, as I would call it, butt of the ship at this point.
This
no,
is
we're in
the
the-
fore.
Yeah. The
Front of the ship. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so she used the word prow.
Prow.
Prow and the bow are the same thing.
Got it.
Prow and bow are the same thing. So now she turns around, she puts her back to the center line of the prow. And she looks through,
And she goes, and you look directly into the depths of that deep forest in the center.
yes. What she does now, on that line, she looks at where the north of the lodestone
So
is.
she pulls out her lodestone, puts it in the cup.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
'cause it's-
I need. She takes out. Oh, I need. Is there anything that's like a depression where I could pour water?
The ground here is stone, but if you go out towards
Just a sec.
See, you were not asked a question.
Siri wants to play. Siri wants to play. Oh! She doesn't like Super Bowl. She just watches for the commercials.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
That's what they all say.
But they still know the score when it's over, though.
I don't even know who's playing today.
Me either.
49ers in Kansas City.
Oh,
I say, 22 grown men try to bash each other's skulls. That's all I know. And they do it without any weapons. They just.
everyone's playing that way.
Come on, don't be recalcitrant. I'm not
I'd
gonna.
rather watch rollerball, but I can't get anybody to back that sport. What are you looking for now, Sandra?
Just a piece of scratch paper so I can get this pen started. Is there anything wrong with the calligraphy pens?
There's an international medieval fighting organization.
Right.
It's not the SCA. It's not.
Right, it's the heavy metal
Yeah.
weapons guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I was interested in joining.
I was too. My ex made me promise I wouldn't, but I'm not with her anymore. So
Armored Combat.
Yeah.
The Armored Combat
Yeah.
League, yeah. They go.
He's a member of the Queen's Guard at their inn fair.
yes, I am.
nice.
That's the only time he
That's
may
probably
be
where I've seen
missing.
you.
Could be. Could well be. Been doing that for 15 years now.
Jared, what are you trying to
60.
figure out?
Then she, well, I'm looking straight through that tallest tree where the masts would have been. And then what I'm doing is then seeing which direction the lodestone is, the pointer is facing.
Yeah, which is north.
And that's north. But if I'm going to draw a line somehow across here, or put a mark on the edge, so that when I do this again, I'll use the same leaf and everything, and then that way I can get an idea that we keep north on that pointer and we go that direction. Does that make sense?
No, not to him.
No.
I
I'm
get
like,
what you're doing, but
Mass.
where are we going?
Do I know?
I want to
he
be a
sees-
dish.
he-
She takes out her,
you do magic, so he's looking at this going, oh, this is just a form of magic spell. This is this spell's taking you a lot longer than most.
yeah.
Most you just
She
point
takes
and
out
say,
her dish.
"No."
More I'm
She
like,
takes out
what
her
is it
dish,
accomplishing?
okay?
Right.
She has a dish, like
Right,
a wood
you pour
blade
some
or a
water.
metal dish.
Yeah.
Puts in water. I need a leaf. She looks at you. I need a leaf.
Pull one out.
Okay.
It's in the beard.
Okay. So she places the leaf right along the central vein of the thing. She makes sure that other part doesn't interfere in the water.
Right.
She places it on the water.
Okay. So now she's got true north.
Okay, I've got true north.
Except that it doesn't stop moving.
I know something about. I mean, if it does that, I'm like another face palm, Mary.
Exactly. Damn it!
Oh,
I remember.
so the magnetic pull of this weird place we're in isn't working, guys? Who
Meta.
would have thunk it?
That reminds me of Mortal Kombat when they're on the island and it goes like this, like, oh crap.
Oh crap!
Was it the birds that gave us the thing, or the trees that attacked us?
Or maybe just
Or the fact that this
bloodstone.
place just sucks. That's like,
This is not working.
That's okay, I'll get it. If not, I'll take it home.
Right.
with me.
No, I'm making a joke about the lodestone not working.
I just spin in a circle screaming, Mama Holly, I want to go home now.
It's not
It's starting to
working
funny.
right. The
I don't know what she's up
elves
to.
gave me
She's not.
The primus.
She's saying a lot of words. It's some sort of magic she's trying to perform, but
did Kern talk to
And
her
it always
before?
points
she
north.
doesn't tell me the end goal. Like,
Well,
It's supposed to point north. It's not pointing north. I'm just telling you that
it's
right now.
in the real
that's what
world.
she's trying
No,
to
it's
do.
north is moving.
Well, it's true.
We literally went to the one place that there's no grate.
She said, only the real world.
That's what I was like, wait. Alright.
The real world.
I'm gonna pull a tiara and just run back to the other grate. I'm like, bye! Leave me alone! Take me! Take me, birds! I just start drinking. I just take massive shots. And I'm like, wow.
So let's.
Those are two are like opposite. Massive in shots.
Massive
Massive,
shots.
massive draught.
Massive.
Chug a lug.
I'm-
Just chugging.
We
I'm.
go.
Well, this one's already open. You were worried that we left one open. You might have a little pleasant surprise waiting back there for us now at this point. And I kind of wanted to see what that. What was the thing? The guy we saw? He was an elf, right? The one that was in there already. The dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seemed interesting.
Wasn't there multiple dead bodies?
There's multiple.
But there was one that was
skeletons.
slight. He mentioned one a little more in depth.
One was less dead.
One was less dead, Eldrin,
Yeah. It was
Make a perception test.
on the region we're at right now.
Come on, auto roller. 19.
There you go.
9 plus 5, 9 plus 5, 15.
18.
12.
Yeah. From where you're standing,
Really gotta cut off the brownies.
in each of the archways, or beyond the archways, you guys see shadows of humanoid forms in the trees and the bushes beyond.
Whoa.
This is when the scene from Heavy Metal would be.
Well,
What's really bad or weird is that their eyes glow a baleful green, like deep forest green, glowing.
So did you say fries? Look at this guy.
hey, these are people, man.
No.
You're in like neon green. You're the greenest thing we see out here.
Emerald.
Do my eyes look like a glow?
I don't know, man. I just met you. Do your eyes glow? Maybe if the sun hits them the right way.
All of a sudden I stopped.
You don't want my eyes to glow.
He goes, wait, do they?
No, your eyes aren't glowing. They're just red. They're kind of. You kind of look like
Don't say red eyes.
That's what I'm saying. You have dry eyes. You got some dry eyes. No, I meant dry because of all the
Stuff to do it.
So in particular, there's forms out in this area.
Boy, do you hear any voices or
Is
sense
anybody
anything?
talking to you?
Talking to Thomas.
It's boy.
Boy.
Prince boy.
Yeah, I don't want to go home.
Shades, race, ghost. One.
Do they?
Boy, she just rattled off the top of the echelon.
Let's
No, she didn't just say race. No, she had to go for the top of the heap.
Let's not.
These could be the worst possible things they could be.
Tara, do you know?
I think they're spirits of those that have gone, and they have.
Apparently, they haven't gone.
They haven't.
But if they don't pass beyond to the light, they might be lost here and stuck.
They do seem to be shambling full, and I use the word shamble appropriately.
Okay, so these are physical beings. We're
Well,
seeing.
we don't.
At first, they're just shadows in the dark with the glowing eyes. But yeah, one of them will break through, and they've kind of got a clammy gray color to their skin, and like pieces of their cheeks are missing.
We're not your friends. I'm trying to persuade them to stop. Like, hey, relax. We come
We're
in
not your. You
peace.
say we're not.
Oh, we're not. We're not your enemies.
friends.
We're not your enemies. We're not your.
Relax, calm down. We're not your friends.
We're not your enemies. We're just.
As soon as you say that.
I know. I'm saying it backwards in my head. We're not enemies.
No. I'm saying as soon as you start talking, you just see from behind you a bolt just.
Okay, maybe we are enemies. Oh, great.
Okay, well, fight started.
No, right.
okay.
We're putting through the hour.
See, like I'm only what?
Okay, so we're all.
I
Can you
just
shift
made-
us all looking at them?
Oh, okay.
First level's 300 points. So.
Can you make us all look at them?
Oh.
And put these over here by the next arch over. Next two.
Oh, right here.
The next arch. Yeah.
I think I might still be second. No, I am a sorcerer too.
You almost take off my ear. That's how close you were to the side of my head.
Go ahead, roll your attack. We're not your friends. I mean,
We're your friends.
8.
Well, not now.
8? Yeah, it actually okay. So here's an important thing to note. Archery against skeletons is not your most effective weapon. So this arrow literally passes through its ribcage.
It's a test. It's just testing.
I was firing across his bow!
As Tesco.
No, it passes
Okay.
past his stern.
It just goes through, or kind of like
Passes by him. No,
Okay.
It doesn't hit his.
No reaction.
Continue moving forward.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean,
Yeah.
I just have
And
to.
they're not actually saying anything. The little boy, Tommy, said that they were saying they wanted to go home. They actually don't say anything other than.
Tommy, you
They
keep
are
translating.
Skeletons, correct? Or
No.
They're meaty.
yeah, meaty. Got it.
They're like zombies.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
I'm just.
But they're sentient enough to have zombies have no desire for anything except eating you.
But we don't know they have sentience. We're just taking Tommy's
No, I
word for
was
it.
just saying they're talking. I mean, they're making a communication. So it means they're not.
told you-
We're gonna fight
I
them,
told you, Tommy,
TR.
that's not a good.
So
trick to
roll
know.
initiative.
Okay.
You guys are seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they asked you whether or not this was your people.
Oh, that's true.
So
There might
20
be
not
more,
nat.
you know, nicer looking
Is that
skin.
20
than that.
not net. So
With
17
what?
plus 3.
With what?
Initiative.
Oh, initiative. Okay. So starting at the top of the heap, anybody at 20 act? If you're above 20, and you're above
20,
She got a nat
21.
20.
So 21. So you act first. Tiara. These are about as opposite to you as possible.
Yeah, because they haven't gone beyond. I feel
Quartermaster.
sad for them, but they haven't gone beyond, and now they're threatening living. So she has one. She has one magic missile left. She targets the lead one.
The closest one. Go ahead. Let me know if you get above 9.
Okay,
Just want to talk to people.
that won't help. That won't help.
I don't think she's gonna get above 9.
That won't help. I do a whole 7 points of
Okay.
damage. Now she might
No,
have
no,
to
you're
be-
20. Your action? Mirror?
Oh, my turn.
I don't know what to do. This is my first round of melee.
No, but I just want to. I want to investigate for weaknesses.
You're
because
welcome.
I want to investigate.
Unless you have his specific feat, you
Oh,
can't.
you can't do that. Okay, let's see what I can do.
It's a monster.
See
hunter.
what I
It's a
can do.
Monster Hunter exclusive. As seen on Nycos Winds of the West.
I'm gonna try something that's gonna piss
Whispers
you
in
off. I'm gonna speak Yarlam and see what.
Okay, what are you going to say in your...
We're trying to get home too. Just a response to see if they respond to like a demonic tongue.
He starts to speak. You get terrified because it's the language of the destruction of your neighbors, the Dayan. That the only elves that lived in the mountains with you were compromised and corrupted by an insect race long ago known as the Garland. He's speaking their language.
Scared of me, man.
Yeah. After he just told you your land was destroyed, now he's speaking in a language of a person that of the people that destroyed your neighbors.
Now I can't believe anything he says ever again.
Oh, like that harms anybody else in this party.
Yeah.
That never happens.
Nobody believes anything anybody says most of the time.
You must believe me. I tell the truth.
Yeah, painfully tell the truth. It's like too much of the truth. And
That's why I don't go around talking abyssal to everybody.
Right.
No, but I'm not talking it to everybody. We're literally, you guys all know I speak it. I'm not thinking about the one dude behind me.
Go ahead and make your con save.
Oh, okay.
One dude who's never met you. Oh,
2.
Yeah,
Your lip breaks. It starts to bleed again.
if that starts to bleed. Okay.
He's got a scar on his chin. The scar tears and it just starts bleeding.
Okay, then I
definitely not. a language
When he's
for humans.
speaking, his words are coming from a language that actually needs you to have a third jaw.
Oh,
Your mouth opens this way. And since he can't actually do that,
yeah, that would be a problem.
then if I don't, do I see any reaction in the?
yeah, this is your reaction.
They just rush me.
It's
Well,
not a rush, it's a regular.
but I just spoke. I didn't do anything.
I know.
Is that my full action?
No,
Okay.
you act as well. I'm just telling you this, that you asked for the reaction. This is their reaction. It's just to move forward. Go ahead and bring everybody up so you can choose this.
I just attacked them.
Okay, roll then. What weapon are you using? The bow?
Yeah, I'll use the bow staff.
Okay. Swing.
Snap.
Lovely.
That one.
Roll to back that up.
7.
Really? You almost lose it. I mean, you swing and the head it moves out like half a foot. You're just so enthusiastic to get into the fight that you lost your grip a little there.
This is starting out swimmingly.
Okay, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Keep going down.
Oh no, I just looking at. I just saw the figure that she's using. It's like that was the pretty version of your hag. Holy crap!
Well, I couldn't see the face.
Oh god.
Yeah, yours looks like a wish. That's why I picked it up. You're like, I'm so
Okay,
angelic.
then you can take her off of there for now. I'm not ugly.
It was just like, I'm so angelic. I'm an angel that smokes a pack a day.
You see, they're supposed to be able to be a beautiful woman.
It looks
Sorry,
like.
I wanna-
So you know what that looks like? Have you ever seen Willow? You look like the lady who was what was
Oh
she?
yeah,
The witch at the
Finn
end. Of
Rizal.
Finn
Finn
Rizal.
Rizzo. Okay, well, you can have Finn Rizzo and make a complete thing and have Matt paint it for you.
We'll go out
There you go, yeah.
and find
There you
another
go.
one later.
Okay, just put it where she belongs. Yeah. Actually, I have some at home. There's just a certain one I wanted from that was, it's going
You're
out of
pretty
its
tiny
thing.
She's not as diminutive as her other character.
Oh, no.
Her other character
Yeah,
is.
4 foot.
Do you know Ali Figueredo, one of our players? She's like.
Oh, the one from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Her Miri is as tall as.
Mary is
No.
4'8". Just tiny girl.
All right. So.
She keeps thinking
18,
everybody's-
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
8.
There we go!
You are the lowest, but that's you.
I might as well be. I'm going tomorrow.
As they shamble forward, some of them are holding belaying pins. Some of them are holding gaff hooks. They look like sailors.
Could they be sailors from the ship?
Doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter now.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna attack him.
Go ahead. Using
Rapier.
Rapier, and did you pull out the crossbow now?
Yeah, it's a hand crossbow, so I have both. And he even tells me automatic miss.
Oh, we're starting off wonderfully. Natural miss, fumble.
At the same time, I tell the boy, show me your metal or metal. Yeah.
What? You're literally like, hey boy, fight.
Metal, M-E-T-T-L-E.
Yes,
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know.
Metal. And
But I
metal.
just like this interaction between Lucius and the boy.
He has potential.
All right. So Tommy goes at your initiative. So where's
He's my familiar. I'm kidding.
You move, this is amazing.
Should I? I guess I could.
I'll roll for him.
Okay, I was like, I guess I could make a little Tommy here. My.
Would you want to take that responsibility? Tommy's about as good as you were. He raises that sword and it causes him to lose his balance and fall sideways. Oh crap!
So is he prone?
No, just it's already lift up and the plate goes to the ground.
He's not a very big 10-year-old.
I'm gonna get you a lighter sword.
How dare you use such a big like?
They gave him a long sword. He's swinging it around. Actually,
He's dragging
Yeah.
it around.
he asked Kern. Kern let him borrow
I
it.
can't get these.
He asked him for the cutlass, but
Oh, okay. I was like,
because I don't think you.
Okay.
Nah, I think you better take this instead. All right, back to the top of the order.
He hasn't gone yet.
I haven't gone yet.
That's right. So tomorrow we'll tune back in and see what you do. Go ahead.
Cast produce flame. Throw it at that one closest to us. Yeah.
Closest to us. You mean
Well,
closest
close
me.
closest to my character.
I have to look at my cantrips. I'm going to throw armor on.
I don't know what first spell.
No, it's your spell ability, which is 8 plus 2 plus your wisdom.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to roll anything.
Yeah, you got to roll to hit.
Okay.
And
What do you need?
He has dice.
He has dice.
I rolled 14 on the dice.
Okay, 14, and then you get to add +2,
Yeah, so 16.
16, and their armor class is less than 16, so for you hit.
Okay.
So now you do damage.
6 points of fire damage.
It continues to stumble forward soundlessly, sizzling as it moves. It doesn't even seem to be responding to the fire.
Okay, that's literally not cool.
No, it's actually quite hot because you lit him on fire. That's really funny. Whoosh! No, that's totally not cool. I mean, that's not cool. No, literally. I mean, that's not right. That's not right. All right. Now the top of the order. Back to Tiara.
She takes a 5-foot step back and she casts mage armor on herself.
Okay.
And she draws the sword
Okay.
that she carries.
Okay. Then 20.
I'm gonna attack. Again, I'm gonna attack the one right
Smack him
now.
with the stick.
No, I'm gonna go fisticuffs.
Oh, you're dropping the stick now?
I mean,
Going hand to hand?
yeah.
All right. Unarmed combat.
There's no sort of God's favorite weapon, is there? There's just maces for clerics, or can they use martial weapons?
Does it fit?
You're asking me? You're the cleric. You're not a cleric. You're a divine soul sorcerer.
I do have one level of cleric. My second level was cleric.
So unless you took priest, which is the specialty class from the handbook, then you don't have to worry about it. It's only the actual priest that has to take the blunt weapons and all of that.
Okay, so cleric.
They also are the only ones that take naturally the turn undead and all of that. That's all built into the priest. So,
No, I just took straight cleric.
right.
Does a 15 hit?
Fine.
A 15 does hit.
Okay,
So
so,
I don't-
now I roll my.
So you're punching it in the face.
Yeah. And I do a D8. So it says total 2D8. What is that?
That's 2d8.
Okay, so just roll 2d8 dice. Cool.
It's basically me. You got him with both hands. They don't actually have a dual hand use rule for.
I'll use so that I delivered 10 damage.
Okay, so you punch through its head. When you do, there is a burst of yellow powder in the area around it. You now get to make a Constitution save or inhale some of that yellow powder. It's a DC 12.
Oh, I already got it. 13.
Okay.
And is it down?
Yeah, you've got its head.
Okay, I'm just-
It's okay. So when you punched it, its head felt almost like you punched a bag of flour.
Ooh.
So you literally went through it, and the powder went all around. So its skull is wrapped around your fist.
Nice.
Punched it.
Accessories, guys. And just to let me know, if I did flurry of blows, does it have to be to the same target?
Yes, and the
Okay.
higher level you get to split it. But
Okay.
for now, you have to pick on the same target.
Okay, then I use. Am I engaged with anybody right now?
The one you just killed.
But he's dead. No, I killed the other one.
Oh, you already knocked one down,
You already
okay.
knocked down. So that one's still in my radius.
Yeah, it's getting really close with you.
It hasn't closed yet.
I didn't take any attacks last round, did I?
No. Then I'm gonna,
Okay.
since I haven't used my movement yet, I'm gonna step back.
Nice. 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. You've got 30 feet of movement.
Let's do 30 feet and go to where Tommy is, because I'm kind of worried about him.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be posted up right here.
Okay, okay.
What, man?
Okay, and then it's the monster's turn. So that one, the flaming one, goes for an embrace. This one will actually ignore you, going far enough away to go after her.
You're getting attacked right now, Tiara.
This one and this one are going to share the love with.
I sense an intelligence here.
Uh-oh.
Hers will be a
Oh,
pure
man.
defensive fighting, in the sense that she will fight and then
Oh,
back
wait a minute.
pedal.
I just realized a problem.
11.
Beyond being plugged by the thing that's on fire now. Alright.
You're-
I never healed the damage from smacking into the tree.
No, you didn't.
How much health do you have?
7 left.
Right.
Nice.
Burning Huggy Bear attacks.
Burning Huggy Bear.
Misses.
Oh, thank God.
First love for Lucius. 13 plus 1 is 14.
14.
Okay, that will hit. 4 points of damage.
Don't punch him through the head. Oh, we're level 4s though, so like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we're good. I'm worried.
I'm good.
That's why there are so many of them. If you were all level 1, there wouldn't be as many.
Yeah. No, I heard the sign. I was like, we're good. You not so much.
Nice
gonna get
meeting
you.
What armor type do you have?
Leather.
Okay. Where it smacks you, it leaves a yellow stain. Like a slimy goop dripping from the...
Watch out for the yellow stuff.
I have a feeling I dragged mine out.
The second one now, though, gets advantage because he's technically flanking you. So I just roll twice and take the better.
Nice.
Both of them suck. Next one goes after Tiara.
He's currently 19.
19.
Hits.
19. 19. and-
Rolled 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay.
That was a roll.
All I
1
got,
point of damage. Yellow stuff. What kind of armor do you have?
I have a breastplate.
Okay, so therefore this blow would more than likely go against a shoulder or otherwise, so make a constitution save. This means the yellow stuff actually got onto your skin.
Okay.
Crap, I'm so screwed if one of these things touches me. I have an armored defense.
An 11.
Okay. Just put a tiny X at the top of your character sheet for right now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And now the one attacking Tommy.
Tommy! Nice.
Good thing he's got that improvised armor on. It misses him. Puts some yellow on his side of his helmet.
He's so
I saw the
upset.
12. I was like,
He's so upset that this kid isn't dead yet. This kid has done absolutely nothing besides, like, just exist.
Current/Mads. John might make the kid evil. He's not afraid of making kids evil.
Oh, you do remember that, do
Yeah,
you?
no, I'm kidding.
No, you're
I know.
you're
I
right.
know. I'm not worried about it, but I'm just like, until we get to that point, man. Okay, what is it? What's left? Who's left?
That was it for them. So
Now it's your turn. It's you.
Oh, my.
yeah, Tommy's after you.
Yeah. Turn around.
You're
I see you helping him. Just attack him.
amazing. Turns his back on the child that he said, "Show me your medal."
He is.
Yeah.
You carry your own weight, boy. Carry your own weight. Huh?
14.
Oh, you hit.
Awesome. 8.
8 points of damage, plus the damage you did last time with the arrow that you shot. Right? Didn't you hit the guy before?
No, I missed.
He went through him. Remember?
Oh, that's right. You went through him. Oh, that's right. You're the one that smacked one twice.
Yeah, I put my fist through his head.
That's right. So 8 points of damage. It reels. Its head actually falls off. It's still standing.
That's a nice bit of work.
Thanks. Okay, and Tommy. Here we go.
Come on, Tommy.
Raises the sword and again falls in the dirt.
Come
I
on.
will vanquish thee, he says.
He has the spirit.
Come
All
on.
right. Okay, he's done. So
Smacking it with quarterstaff. Or not. That's a total of 3.
wow, you like swing and you probably spin all the way around. You're like, I'm not used to fighting the forest. It's green. Why am I fighting this? It's green and now it's on fire and trying to grope for you. But go ahead and roll another d6 of damage from the fire.
Okay.
I hope that thing burns to death. Come on. Oh,
Oh, jeez. 1.
That was a
Plus
roll.
one, it's
Too.
not dead yet.
That was a roll too. That was like all over the board.
You see the flesh is boiling off, and there are tendrils of some kind of green root running between the knuckles, holding the fingers together.
Oh god, it's a plant and it's alive and I'm killing it.
Kill it more. Kill it till it's dead.
And not living anymore. That's just it. Kill it until it's dead and not living anymore.
Okay,
Fire.
Tiara, it's your turn.
Yep. Back to Tiara.
Okay. She.
You've got one still in your face.
Yes, I know. She backs up 5 feet.
So you're fighting withdrawal? That takes your action if you do
It
that.
takes an opportunity
Oh.
attack.
Or you
Not
have
a
to
5-foot step?
if you do the 5-foot step, you have to stay within its arc. You have to stay with the monster. If you withdraw at all, it's either a fighting withdrawal, which takes your action, or I get an attack of opportunity as you withdraw.
So there's no free 5-foot step.
No.
There is, but you have to stay adjacent to the enemy.
Well, that
You-
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it does if you're fighting in a melee group, because then you back your back to your friend
Right.
and reduce the
And
chance
you're-
of being flanked. So you're
Is there a place that I could get
you
that
could
would
you could
prevent?
step next to Moran, so therefore your back would be to him,
Yes.
and therefore that one can't flank you. There you go.
Okay.
Now you can attack the one that you already
No.
had.
Am I still left an action?
Yep, that was not an action. That was just your move.
Yeah, I do have cantrips.
You still have a sword in your hand too.
Yeah, I know. But
Are you gonna be like Gandalf, wield it and wave it around, and then not ever use it?
He uses it a couple times.
Not in the book.
Not in
Not
the book,
the
but in the movie.
On the book, he raises it in the sky as he's coming down from Helm's Deep, and then doesn't swing it ever.
I thought they talk about the battle of.
she'll try this.
They talk
Ray
about
of
him using it
Frost.
during the Battle of the Balrog in the books.
Battle of the Balrog is completely different. That's the
okay.
spiritual
That
world.
helps you.
Ray of Frost.
Nice.
Doesn't that affect anybody? Oh no, but wouldn't that hit him? in the
It's
end?
gonna it could actually hit our druid friend.
Yeah, it was like
Collateral damage.
it was like,
What's its range? 15 feet.
Oh, she also has Sacred Flame.
Well, which do you want?
Is she gonna try Ray of Frost?
Okay, roll to hit.
She can maybe slow.
Fortunately, Ray of Frost is not a okay. It
not-
used to be
Nope.
Cone of Frost and could hit multiple targets. Rays are now single target shots. So
I'm just writing it on the character sheet now. Gash, cousin of Gash.
you're afraid of dying already?
don't worry.
You didn't hear my conversation before this game started?
I got an idea.
I made you important. Do you think I'm gonna let you die like this?
Well, that's true.
I got an idea.
I'll put you into death saves. Trust me. I'll make it scary, but
You could be like Groot. I
Right.
die and I just click.
I am good.
I am.
I am Gish.
I am.
No, that's already happening on our Thursday group. We have a character who's playing a mecha who only gets to use 7 words.
Oh, wow.
3 of them are vowels.
Dang.
So far he's heart help fixing the 3 words he's using.
What?
Heart help fixing.
Hurt, help fix it. I like that.
What do you?
Heart.
Heart.
And
His
that's
name
what he
is Heart.
says. He keeps on saying heart, and there's this kind of symbol on his chest that vaguely.
Resembles a heart.
Oh, okay.
Tara, what are you doing?
Oh, I missed Ray of
She
Frost.
missed with Ray.
Oh, you missed.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's right in front of me. I'm like, yeah, that.
So I missed with the 2, so I don't get
So
an
you're trying
attack.
to.
No, I was trying to.
You said you're helping the kids.
Yeah, I was gonna help.
So you
the
moved
kid.
into engagement with the monster.
Hold on, because he's next to me. Can he? No, but he doesn't give me any advantage or help action. Since
He
he's in this-
prevents you from being flanked.
Okay,
And you prevent him from being flanked on that side.
so I don't get anything. Man, I was hoping I'd kill that thing and then go help you, dude.
Yeah. 'cause
Sorry.
This could get bad soon.
Yep.
Okay, and after your action is
Actually, I'm gonna take the damage. I'm just gonna go.
What do you mean take the damage?
I can still use my movement and just give you an opportunity attack.
Yeah, or you're giving me an attack. Yeah.
And I'm gonna move over here.
13.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh. I would say he's a ninja, but he's a monk. So.
And I go all the way over to help our druid friend.
Nice. All right.
Barely know the guy.
Right.
He just lost everything.
Abandon Tommy to his fate.
Well, this is your opportunity to show your mettle. I yell that across the battle.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Mr. Monster Hunter. Who's killed a monster already in this battle, huh? Huh?
Who has 2 thumbs?
One of the thumbs is still sticking.
I'm gonna change my title.
Through the ear hole.
I'm gonna change my title to Monk/Monster Hunter because it seems like there's only one person who could do it.
There we go. It's all coming down. The truth is coming out.
I'm belligerently drunk by this
Yes,
point of the
of
battle. So I get real when I get drunk. I get real when I get
I'll
drunk.
reverse order this time. Going after Tommy first. Ow!
There you go, Tommy. Oh, that's attacking Tommy. Oh, that sucks. That's not good.
Ow!
Tommy took a hit.
Tommy goes down.
Oh shit.
He's not gonna kill a kid.
With yellow stuff on his face.
Tommy. What did we talk about? Don't eat the yellow dirt.
First attack on Kane. Miss. Second attack with advantage on Kane. Ooh. I don't hope for. Ooh, no. So 18 plus 1 is 19, which will hit. D6. 5 points more of damage. And now you have to make. That's how much damage have you taken from it?
I have 17 left.
Yeah, how much damage have I done?
I want to say 9.
Okay. So you have to make
Four.
a Constitution save.
It's not a good one. Oh,
No, there you go. So you actually, the yellow stuff hits you, and you use some cloth and wipe it off before it has an effect. And the final flaming one, again, tries to give an embrace to the druid. Misses. Well, I think 12.
12, yeah, misses.
All right.
13.
Alrighty. After that, it is finally
My
your
turn.
turn. His-
Okay.
oh no, your
that's
turn.
my turn.
Yeah, that's right. You
Yeah,
go first.
attack. 24.
Oh,
There
you
he is.
definitely smack.
I wonder if these
7.
things are the
That's
thing
enough
that are
to do that. The damage you did
below.
before it goes down. What's that?
Can we start like a little thing where we're doing like a
Chiara is
Gimli and
beginning to wonder
Legolas
if
there?
that's
That's
the
one.
Because I remember the root crawling through the thing,
Alright.
and this is its minions to gather food.
What?
She's starting to talk about minions and food.
Tiara, fight the monsters!
Your first actor.
Oh no, he hasn't gone yet.
Okay, again.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Try and hit it with the stick.
Nope.
Jesus.
He's like, I don't want to get my stick burned. Hold still. Hold still.
Or you can also poke it at it and keep it
D6 more
away.
damage.
Too many brownies.
Ooh. I hope you have.
There you go. It
Sure.
finally falls to the ground. And as it burns, the yellow powder that should come out of it immolates in flames, so the little black dust falls on it. It doesn't affect anybody.
That was disturbingly pretty.
Okay, the fact that he said the words disturbingly and pretty in the same sentence is a little creepy. He says it as you come up, he goes, ooh, that's disturbingly pretty. What do you think, Monster Hunter?
Oh, so I have unarmored defense in my armor.
It doubles your armor class, I know. It doubles your defense.
Yeah, it makes it. I'm actually stronger than I thought it was.
Now you're better defended.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. But
Yeah. Cord would come over and punch you in the head and remind you what strong is.
I think it's.
Yep.
Top,
He is now stronger.
Mirren, your action.
And he's also a root.
Ron, it's your action.
Tiara.
Oh,
She rolled the nat 20. So
Oh,
it's
that's
okay.
right.
She'll try this. It's a free action to turn into a radiant soul.
Okay.
Bright, flaring light.
Yep.
And then she'll swing her sword. She'll be damned if she let these things.
Quite honestly, yes.
Do you have
She might
healing?
be damned if that's it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
There you go.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
It was a natural 20.
Back it up.
I thought I saw a 14.
13. Wait, right here?
Oh, okay.
13 is the backup.
13 plus a whole whopping
Yeah, it didn't double crit, so it's max damage.
1.
So it's max damage.
Okay. So max damage for the sword is
8 plus two-handed.
no, but it was a magic sword. It was one of the ones from the boxes from the island.
Wasn't a... Oh, from the...
It was one of the swords that came from the boxes in the island. She took one sword.
Oh, okay. Just plus 1.
Plus 1. So
That's
9 damage.
9 damage. No, you have no strength modifier.
Yeah, 1.
So 8
It's
plus
10
1 plus 1.
damage.
10 damage. Put it down. Oh,
She
no,
kinda-
put it back up because it's a freaking sword against a skeleton. It's only going to do half damage. Because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
resistant against sharp...
But you said they
against-
were meaty skeletons.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, put it down. But you do have to make a con save because it's going to puff its yellow.
Watch me get another X.
18. Nice.
18 plus con is 5.
Okay. So you avoid the cloud this time, and
So I only have 1 X.
that's wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna sprint back.
Once again,
I'm this time I'm gonna ha. I'm just kidding.
that's fine. You could parkour.
I'm gonna shout it as like
Wow, I'm
parkour,
gonna fall over. Right down.
and I'm gonna go behind it.
Okay, make your dex check
No.
for the parkour.
Okay, hold on. Parkour.
Dex check.
And I shout to you, "Hey, go heal the kid."
Oh yeah.
13.
Okay, so you made the dex. So you leap over it, and now roll your attack.
Do I get like an advantage since I'm behind it?
It's called flanking. Yes, you get
Flanking.
advantage.
Plus 2.
I don't need. Is that a crit there? 19.
19 is not okay. So crit
Okay.
threshold is always
20.
20 unless something gives you something beyond that.
Should I roll the other one just in case?
No, well, oh yeah, you could roll 20 on the second one. No.
So
Okay, so it's gonna be.
I'm attacking with my foot. I'm gonna try to like
It's just your regular damage.
4.
Let me see what
Or
you could have
not dead
possibly
yet.
seen.
As a matter of fact, since this is open-handed, you get
I don't
covered
even
with
see,
yellowy
because it was
stuff.
right
when
like
you
this.
slap
I'm
it.
gonna do a Constitution.
And there's a 14.
Now you have to.
And a
Yeah.
2.
You still get yellow
and
stuff
an
all over
8.
again.
I throw it
But
against
just
the
depends
side
if it
here.
poisons me. or
Right.
not.
In here,
18.
I have often gotten tilts.
Okay, so he's done. So it's now the
Those are
monster's
too bad.
turn. Again, going for Tommy. Now
I
that
like
Tommy's
hard
down.
roll.
No, you're right. You're right. It wouldn't. It would
okay.
turn on the monster hunter. So, 14.
I have
One
14,
time
so.
in his game, I rolled a 20/20. And my
Another point of
hit this
damage?
Creature. My sword turned into light. This was.
Advantage from the other one.
It was a lovely effect. He does.
Gonna
good.
hit.
So
Yep.
you're like a column of light right now.
6 more
You're,
points of
you're a
damage.
column of light right now.
And now he's making
No,
a con
I'm a figure of light.
Oh okay.
Oh, and I have
6.
wings.
Put a little X at the top of your character sheet.
Uh oh.
I do have a condition. Will it be a condition?
Yeah. But you don't know what the condition
Okay.
is. What are you
You
resistant
gotta find
to?
out what condition your condition is in.
Which ones are you resistant to?
None. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You see, you just got some of the yellow stuff spread across into the wound.
Oh, okay.
I should have taken it.
All right.
Tentacles.
Next would be you and
Oh,
Tommy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can tell me then.
Yep. got it
Tommy
for
gets
me.
to make his first death save. Makes it.
No face has been more cringing than when Tommy rolls a 17 on his death. No. Piece of shit. Could you die already?
21.
It would have been worse if you rolled the 1. Rolled the 20.
That's so good.
21.
21 will hit.
Not spicy crunchies, yay.
Yeah, that's a fight spicy.
13.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you completely obliterate the one in front of you. And splash yellow stuff in both of your faces since you're both engaged with it. So, con save again.
13.
You're fine.
11.
You're not fine. Put it next to the top of your character sheet.
Whooping?
I'm just saying, you guys should light them on fire first.
No magic for me. Only because I don't have no magic.
No fire with me except for my torch. Take too long to take out.
Yep. Okay. And tomorrow?
Run over to Tommy and cure wounds.
Wow.
9 points.
Oh, that's maxing out again. Back to 6.
He's alive. Hey Tommy, Lucius was really worried that you went down on the battlefield.
Did we win?
No, there's one right in front of you, bud.
He was half his action to stand up, and then he tries again with his sword. He actually hits.
There it is. Come on.
He does 3 points. No, wrong damage. Because he's using he's using it two-handed too.
Come on, end him.
No, 6 damage. 5 actually.
Okay.
Okay. And
Got the last one, or is there like
this one here. And back to the top of the order.
Come on, Tiara. Finish
She
him.
moves up to it,
Okay.
puts herself between Tommy and...
Interposes. You shall not have him. Lord of the Rings. Nazgul against Frodo.
No, 11 plus 1.
That'll miss.
I missed.
That's me.
Yep, that was a 17.
So, will those
Those
people
17
obstruct
dice.
my? Can I go through them,
She said
or will
it was
they
11.
obstruct me?
Oh, it's
Get
a
some
17.
Yellow stuff
Oh,
on
17
your
hits.
There was a 17, I saw it.
Will those
Okay.
things obstruct me, or can I just? Is that?
She
like-
17. She hit. You're just ripped. She misread her die.
oh,
She rolled it. He saw the 17. She called it an 11.
oh, there you go. It
7 plus
Oh, that's enough.
1.
With the 6 he did, between you killed it. Yay!
they're all gonna get yellow
Oh.
stuff.
Yep.
More
Almost
yellow.
tough for all 3 of you.
Come on, Tommy.
Come on,
Not
Tommy.
close enough? No, okay.
No. Tommy fails.
Damn.
Tommy's got a mark.
17 for me plus
You're good.
5.
16.
You're good. So, 4 out of the 6 of you have.
Marks.
4 out of 5 of you have marks.
We need our paladin.
He'd have to work for 4 days to get you guys clear because he's a low-level paladin.
Well, we ain't going nowhere, so I mean, you can-
At my level, I can go, yep, you're
10
poisoned.
to goals. 10 to goals.
um,
My arm turns into 10.
Oh no! It's worse than that.
can we like investigate these things without?
Did
touching
these
them?
trees,
Without
trees
touching
out
them.
here sing? Those
All
are
the trees sing.
You
She wants to take everybody over under the tree. She wants to pray and she wants to sing to the trees to see if they can do anything.
There's
Which
trees up
trees?
here, trees
Tiara.
over there, trees
Tiara,
over here.
you keep going
Let's
rogue
stay
with
away
these
from the
trees.
trees.
You're
No,
trying to
you
kill us
don't
multiple
understand.
times.
You don't understand. He's going, trees can save, but not these trees.
Well, why not?
Are there any birds
Did you
left, or
see
they all
the-
fly away?
What's that? There's natural birds flying around. There aren't any here.
I'm tempted-
Okay.
Oh.
I asked Tiara if she saw the whole trend, like what happened with the trees over here.
Yes, but I think there was something in the trees.
No, they were the trees. It was the trees attacking us.
Well, it was actually something in the trees. But
Remember, it dropped
you know
down
that mistletoe is not actually part of the tree, right?
Yeah.
the parasite.
There's an ugly, nasty parasite was in the tree that was using the tree.
Some of the trees. Maybe not all.
Can
Maybe not all, she says. Maybe some trees are good trees.
Well, I mean, some of them gotta be, right?
They can't all be bad. Just like people. They can't all be bad.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not taking an axe to them. I'm just saying stay away from them.
Don't take an axe.
Starting to worry about his
not-
alignment, but you know.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying take an axe to them, but I'm saying stay away from
Okay, you
them.
want to
Yeah.
investigate them, you said?
Yeah, just like a visual.
Sure. Make an
invest-
investigation check.
See what the hell these things are. So investigation is I have a bonus, and that is intelligence.
I was
15.
gonna say, whoa. Monster Hunter here. Not kidding.
Oh, he wants to play Monster Hunter now.
Now you want to
Outside a game.
play? Now you do.
Hey, it's your turn.
15.
Okay.
Do you know, we should check
Why,
to see.
why can't we both investigate?
So you,
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah.
We should check to see.
So what you find is
Oh no,
that
I'm not
the-
saying it's him. I'm just saying like.
So what you find is that the bone structure and muscle structure of the creatures have been replaced by plant fibers underneath the skin, along the bones, and that the skull itself was compromised at the mandible line. So from the jaw upward was turned into basically a dust-carrying
Container.
container.
Mushroom.
letting the bone decay into.
Do you know something?
Ouch.
Can we
Yeah,
go back to check the
mushrooms.
hat to see if the skeletons that were down there are still there?
No, I was gonna say I would like to do if I could do it
Yep.
to check my wound.
Yeah.
And
And
investigate.
you also do. A
We
history
can
check.
clean it
History
out.
check.
You had some holy water? Pour holy water on it?
19.
Yes, these are known as Koleth. Kholeth. And Koleth are basically a form of plant-controlled zombie. And you can follow the heels of these creatures, and each of the heels has a root that leads backwards through the soil, theoretically to its core. Its actual
Then let's
plant.
pick up the roots and follow it back to
And
it.
it's literally like that. You actually pick up the root and uproot it, and there's a long primary tendril that you follow backwards.
Let's follow it.
Let's deal with
Oh,
healing. I'm at 10.
Yes,
You're at 10?
And, yeah, and also, yeah, I would
Also,
like to
for
also check
clarification,
the.
yeah, by looking at the wounds, you realize that the spores will act as an infectant,
and then we need to flush it with water and clean it.
no, and if you failed the save and you got the X, you are infected. And there's a period of time that will go before it gestates, and when that gestation completes, you will fall to the ground and become a zombie.
Well, nice knowing everybody.
I would say this is.
He's the only one that did that.
Stunned, restrained, prone, poisoned, petrified, paralyzed.
I'm real close to throwing
Tommy
this
goes,
on you, man.
Tommy goes, if I get to be a zombie, do I get to like blow up in people's faces and cause death? Because that'd be cool.
No, Tommy, causing death is never cool. Accepted protection of self and your
Damn it.
family.
Oh, this doesn't have disease in here. Oh well.
And your
I just say
friends.
he's poisoned for now. It's a reminder.
I whisper in his ear, death happens.
This guy knows a lot.
Yeah.
This guy's dealt with a lot of that recently. Can we, so are we taking like a rest to heal or what?
You could.
I'm gonna try to.
I don't have anything to heal. Did we see anything
Try
like
silver powder. I have some silver powder.
You want
I don't know how many
That's
times
what
I can
happens.
cast.
I have a question.
Holy water.
So
Same.
Tommy got the X before or after he was brought back to life?
After.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after, unfortunately.
Do you have any more
Would
cure
be-
wounds or anything like that? Do either one of you
It
have?
doesn't matter if it be on your chest, on your cheek. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so my
Anyway.
my thing right now is I chop it off. The appendage that's infected.
If you fail to save, it's in your system.
Oh, okay.
Do you have that thing? That's the thing that that you're always trying to use on me when I'm drunk.
Lesser restoration. She's 2 levels below it.
What's the one
Yeah.
where she's removing poisons? Where she's always trying to remove poisons from me because I'm drunk.
That's
That's
lesser
lesser
restoration.
restoration.
That's way above my level.
Yeah.
Is there anything on these things that you tell us where they came from? Like, because they weren't apparently on top of the land.
Actually, a few of them are wearing uniforms, if you will. Look like sailors. One of them would have an anklet, and on the anklet is a small name plate, if you will, and it says vestige.
The
That
skeleton's human?
sounds familiar.
That's,
Once you clear this stuff up, are the skeletons human?
No, they're Eldrin.
I can cast Cure Wounds a couple more times.
He needs it.
Alright.
Or we could take a short rest, right?
You take a short rest or you take a long rest. It doesn't matter. It's a matter of how long
Then we
you
can
guys
go
want to
back
take.
to the campsite.
The longer you take, the more time you're giving gestation to occur, though.
Yeah, but then, do you know of anything that would cure this? Of this?
Not offhand.
Well, typical, you destroy the source.
But can you heal
Monster
him?
Hunter logic there.
Can you
Kill
heal,
the source.
Can you heal him real quick? Because he,
Yeah, I
needs,
can
he
heal
needs some help.
Take 10 back.
Thank you.
So, are we saying we're gonna have to go spelunking?
No, well,
We follow the route.
yeah, we could follow the routes, and wherever it leads, we burn it.
Okay. I'm all about it.
That's my go-to.
Are you
is-
okay?
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
I didn't take any.
Other than you have an X.
I have an X.
Yeah.
So you're poison, or
So I'm like,
I'm poisoned, you're
I'm
poisoned.
urgency.
And Thomas is poisoned.
Yep.
Now, there's one thing I could try to do.
First time one of you had like more than one X.
I need some time to do it. And I don't know if I'll get help, but it's the only place I can reach.
Is the monster's head still on my fist?
Yeah, until you took it off. Yeah, when you pull out, your hand's still covered with the yellow powder and stuff.
What were you gonna do, Tiara? You're.
It's something I might be able to do.
I'm just saying, maybe, you
I
know,
need to meditate
there's
though.
water right there. Why don't we go
But-
wash off the yellow stuff?
Yes, I agree. We just go in the water and clean it off. Salt water, good water.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody goes down and washes.
Finger. I was like, somebody want to go in first?
I'm only sticking to the shallows and I'll just,
Yeah,
dunk
I
down,
get it. I get it.
dunk down and get it all off and rub it off.
Okay.
Of course, half her hair is soft.
You're all clear of the yellow powdered
Yeah.
colas.
So we're all over here.
Yeah.
And once again, I said I should send a friendly greeting to all of them and splash water in all three of their faces.
This guy.
Yeah.
I was like,
Lucius, you
I just
start-
go ahead and go in the water and just yeah.
Anybody like some Chex Mix?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
no, thank you.
So, once you've been cleaned off, what's your next task?
Okay, we follow the roots and
So
destroy
then you go back
this.
over to get to the roots. When you get back over there, all of the skeletons have like folded into the earth.
They're like being enveloped.
Yeah, it's like no, it's
Okay,
almost
maybe we-
like their entire surface of their flesh is trying to take root.
That's not me. Okay, that's not right.
The only one that's not happening is the one that he burned.
Let's burn all the rest quickly before they turn in.
Now we get there. Now we get
Fire.
there. Otherwise, you'd had an entire new field of yellow musk zombie. Though.
Okay,
Dang.
so we take out a torch, we gather tinder,
You got plenty.
fallen stuff.
You burn up all what was left of the ones that you fought.
Does
Why are we spin
that
torches?
does that help our?
Cantrip, cantrip,
Oh,
cantrip.
No, it does not help anything.
Does not help.
No. So you start following the route.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the roots go around, meander back around, and look like they are headed back for that other possible entrance to the
That one?
right. But we are out of time for the day, and so we will have to cliffhanger at this point.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. However, we did have our first fight, and you guys all get 300 experience points.
Yay!
Thank you all for your playing for today. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys all next time. Let's see,
Thank you
today
all
is
for having
Sunday,
me.
so the next will be on Wednesday at 6, Thursday at 6, Friday at 7, and that's unless something weird changes. But that's the schedule for this week, and everybody, bye.